In case any of you are wondering, do I donate something to the charity? So from the lobby, right up that little staircase by that glass fishbowl where the car rental place is, that is where our charity room is. There are specific hours that it'll be open on all 3 days. You can find those in the comm book, and they're also written on the banner outside the room. When the room is open, you can bring your donations there. We will take them in, take down some information, and all that fun stuff. And then you can also go there at any point in time to see the things that are going to be available at the auction. I've already seen a couple things that are going to be available this year. And yeah, no, it looks like it's going to be a really good one. So great first one for them. Can't wait for this. So yeah, I know they're not here to hear it, but please give it up for our charity this year.
I heard a story about a concert in Charlie that planned an amazing event, and I was hearing a song, Come Mr. Coconut, Telling Me Banana or Lemon or something. Oh, you're still here! That wasn't a dream! Hi!
Are you okay?
I've been on the island a long time. Are you done talking?
I guess so.
Because now it's time to cheer for you.
Yes. Oh, you're kicking me off. Okay.
The power of the bee. That sounded scary. I think I'm in a nightmare. I like my Mr. Coconut telling me bananas and butter, where I heard the Charlie man talking in my ears. We love Charlie, don't we? You know who else we love? We love some other friends from the community that we honor by calling them community guests! I think it's time we lay these guests and bring them out. Let's bring out AC brings of destruction at all times. Awesome! We have chocolate bunnies! Cosmic keyframe! We have Crackle's Cousins cosplay! That's my doppelganger! We have the Gleamy We have the funny man himself, Jay Howard! And give it up for Leximus! The villain! The fouls, but there's no foul out on this red card! Oh, we got some silly willies coming on next. The Rift Buddy! And you know this next person is Singer Spy! along with the other artists that I've already introduced. Sophie Scruggs! And this next pony totally does not like Starlight. That is Taylor descriptive writing, we have Vivid Sinclair! And last but certainly not least, welcome to the stage, Full Wrath XP! Alright, let's interpretive hooligans off the stage as we cheer you on and look forward to all of your amazing events this weekend. Thank you, every pony, for being valuable parts of our community. I'm not kidding. Hula. Hula and go. Hula and go. Hula and go. Keep the cheering going. Those are we're so blessed to have so many talented members of our community and to honor them as community guests. Please check out their events and tell them how much you appreciate them. Another hard worker. What's happening? I got scared. Okay. Another hard worker we're bringing out to the stage now is
Hello! Hi, Whinny City! It's good to see you all again. It's looking so beautiful today. Hey, I am the programming director for Whinny City, so that beautiful schedule on your con book, I helped make that. Anyways, we got a lot of cool stuff this weekend, and we want to tell you a little bit about it. So first I'm going to hand it over to our video game lead, Hazmat.
Hello, Hazmat. Do you guys like video games? Do you guys like saying funny things on stage? Well, I got the wonderful event for you guys coming up. We brought back the Quiplash Guest Sponsors event again this year. And I'm very excited to say that we're doing it again against our better judgment.
Wow, how does that work?
So, how it works is we have two qualifier events throughout the weekend, one on Friday, one on Saturday. Sign-ups will be in the panel room, so don't go to video game room for that because they don't have sign-ups there. When you sign up, we do have limited slots, so be sure to be there quick. And then if we run out of sign-ups, I'm sorry, but we have future plans to continue doing it as long as it continues to be funny. Thank you guys so much for your excitement about these events. And then a couple other things we've got going on in the video game room, because yes, we exist, is we've got a Mario Kart tournament tonight at 4 o'clock. And we have a Super Smash Brothers tournament at like 3 or 4. I don't know the schedule.
Look at your con books.
Look at your comic books. We got the Super Smash Brothers tournament, and as always, we have a grand prize for that as well. Something small, mostly. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. And then please make sure to give a big thank you to Video Game Room Entertainment again this year for supplying all their stuff. And make sure to stop by and chill out if you just want to hide from people for a little while.
Do you want to tell them where the video game room is, just in case?
Yes, so Video Game Room, if you guys don't know, is in the Slate Room. That is over by like where special events and autographs is. It's one door down from that. So just like you go for autographs, you go keep on going down just before the bathrooms.
All right. Thank you, Hazmat. Also, so last year we introduced a new area to the convention that we're now calling the Sleepy Bean Pavilion. We're using it a lot this weekend, and I want to make sure everyone knows where it is. There's a tent basically on the other side of those walls, and to get to it, you go down this hallway, out the doors, and then there's a little covered area that you just kind of follow, and then into the tent. There's a lot of really cool stuff out there, including the Renegade stage today and Sunday. Yeah, sign-ups for that will be available as soon as I get out of here and go put them over there.
And it's named after me!
Yeah, so many cool events. Come check it all out. I look forward to seeing you all. We're gonna keep things moving, so now I'm gonna hand things over to the Music League, Koa! But before that, Charlie's gonna do something.
No, none of that. No more of that. No more of that.
Did I prematurely eject you before?
Just, what?
When you left the stage, I didn't mean to kick you off before you were done talking. I'm sorry.
I forget. It's okay. Real quick, just while the musicians are getting set to come up here, I just want to bring one of our both community guests and actual sponsors up onto the stage. Please welcome Dennis and Dax back up. So I want to talk to you about a couple special things in addition to everything Locke mentioned, and I want to make sure everyone is aware of this weekend. Vivid, what are a couple things that people might want to watch out for on the schedule? Especially if you're interested in Cider Fest.
Cider Fest. We've got a very special theme this year for Political Cider Fest. It is an interactive storytelling adventure. I won't take up all of our time, but folks, we've been working on this for like 9 months now. It's going to be a really huge event. And we have a preview for you on Sunday morning, actually. We're going to be doing a panel about collaboration as well as just a little taste of what you can expect at Political Cider Fest this year. So that is Sunday at time. Look at the comic books. Oh yes, and then of course tomorrow. Who here likes stories? We've got some special friends going to help us tell a story. We've got a GOH script reading tomorrow, Saturday, for the GOH panel. What is that, 11:30 in the morning? Sounds about right. We're going to have all of our guests of honor as well as some wonderful community guests helping us to tell an original story that is only going to be shown here. It's not being recorded. This is the only chance you have to see these characters telling this story. So looking forward to it. And last but not least, make sure you stick around for closing ceremonies because there might be something special.
Okay. So with all that, thanks, Vivid, and I'll turn it back over to your regularly scheduled program. Everybody, here's our music league for this year. Say hi to Koa!
Party you've ever been to? Are you ready for 2 nights worth of banging beach parties?
No! I am not ready. I need a nap.
Well, you rest up while I announce these wonderful musicians. First up, kicking off our grand galloping luau event, we have the ukulele Bronies. And then continuing the luau event, we have Wolves.
musicians are clearing the stage, I think this looks like a great lineup, and I can't wait to stop in on the concert as much as I possibly can. But I just want to take one moment real quick I mentioned that there's two groups of people that are really important to making sure that these concerts are a success. The volunteers, of course, are one of them, and the other is a sponsor. You have a sponsor badges here. Can you please put your hand up? Please give it up for them. Yeah, absolutely. Our sponsors, I say this every time, and every time it's true. We could not do these events without our sponsors. Our sponsors, sponsor badges, package badges, and spirit badges are responsible for over 70% of the income of these events. And so to say that we could not do it without them is as true as it could possibly be. So I just want to say thank you very much for the sponsors, and please give it up for them one more time. And I can't wait to see you all around the convention. We'll pass it back over to our good friends for our discussion. Thank you very much.
Sleepy, are you okay?
No. All of that exciting news about all the musicians and the panels, the community guests, I'm a little bit tangled up. I don't know what I'm gonna do all weekend long. Wilson? Oh, hey Wilson. Can you tell how happy he is? Well, on behalf of the mascots and the whole staff and leadership team of Whinny City, we want to welcome you to the Tropical Getaway, and we hope that you have an amazing time. Come on up, split up, and we are going to do our best Hawaiian dance. Explain how much fun you're going to have. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. And now I want you to dance your little moves out the door to all of your fun things that are lying ahead of you this weekend. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to Whinny City. Tropical
Yeah, I know. I like to.
The network song. Because I have my.
As your metal shakes the ground and shivers down my spine. But now my fear is brighter when I'm alone in my endeavor.
Hello, check, check. Ooh, I can hear myself now. Hello, Whinny City. Oh, come on, we have more energy than that. It's the afternoon, day one, let's go. All right, we'll work on it. So, how are y'all doing right now? Good, okay, I heard some from the side too. Someone told me the Jimmy Buffett concert was this weekend. I mean, the way y'all are dressed, I see a lot of suspiciously wealthy people here, though, so it still could go either way, you know? But anywho, it's not about me, it's about the wonderful guests of honor that you'll get to see ask questions, and you can ask questions to them yourself in just a bit. But to explain how the system will work, the first 30 minutes I'll be asking them questions that I have, some of my questions. Meanwhile, Luck Rock will be going around with sheets of paper and colored pencils. That's your homework. You get to write your questions down. He'll be collecting them. And in the second half of this panel, when I go to run to another one of my 20 panels this weekend, he will be asking your excellent questions here. So that all good with y'all? Yeah? Okay, cool. We'll get that energy going in a little bit here. So, what? Oh, yes, raise your hand if you want to ask a question. He will give you a card. So keep your hands up and write those down while I'm asking questions. And speaking of that, we're going to get rolling right here. So, do you guys want to see our guests of honor today? Cool. Awesome. All right. We're working that energy up. We're going. We're getting the blood flowing. So first, introducing for the first time ever at a pony convention ever, the one and only Pit Pedals herself, the iconic AJ Bridell. You want to take his sunglasses?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. We're passing out sunglasses this weekend. We're just going to have to deal with it. There you go. Ooh, that one or that one? That's the first question of the yeah. There we go. Ooh, that one right there is perfect. Next, the greatest voice to ever deliver the word Appaloosa. It's Michael Dangerfield. And plenty more to talk about, too, not just that word. She's drawn garden gnomes, metalhead red pandas, and occasionally a magical pony or two from the IDW Comics and much, much more. It's Brenda Hickey. And last but certainly not least, you know him, you love him, and you'd still own your waifu without him. It's Vincent Tong. Yeah! And it's gone. Listen, you committed to the bit, and I appreciate it. And now it's up there. Ooh, pass him down, absolutely. I feel very underdressed right now. All this, and I have all this talent here, so I'm going to get dressed. Give me 1 second here. 1 second.
Oh, nice.
And now it's Casual Friday. Hello, everyone. All right.
Woo.
Woo, exactly. Now it's very warm. So first and foremost, welcome to Whinny City, everybody. How's it going? How's it been so far? Chicago, the convention? Oh, yeah. Are the mics on? That's the next question.
Mine is definitely on.
Ooh, there we go.
Hi.
Check. Is this on? Is this on?
I think it might be on.
Oh, thank you.
I think Michael's one is off at the moment.
What are you guys doing here? Good to see you guys.
Check. Is it physically on?
Got some thugs in the front row here.
This is hard to see.
Ooh.
Oh, is this? Okay, mine's on.
Hello! Hello! I'm watching you, Wazowski. I got my eye on you.
Where it is.
Welcome to our Monsters Inc. discussion panel, everybody.
Bonjour.
Hello. Salut.
Salut. Je suis na. Hello.
There we go.
Hello.
All of our voices have voices now. Excellent.
To be here.
It's hard to see.
All right, so I will repeat that question that all the microphones were off for. Welcome to Whinny City, everybody. How's Chicago been so far?
We're in Chicago? I thought we were in Sheboygan.
Technically Schaumburg, but, you know, details. It's Chicago.
It's beautiful.
I love it.
It's gorgeous.
Amazing to be here.
Yeah.
I had a Chicago hot dog yesterday.
You did?
My first Chicago hot dog.
I had someone tell me when I had one, they were like, "Where is the hot dog and all of that?" I'm like, "Do you want a hot dog with all of that?" And it's like, "You got to do it."
It was like tomatoes, a huge pickle, some peppers, relish, like the most nuclear green relish I've ever seen.
Nuclear.
Yes, they actually food color it, so it's that green. It looks like Alien, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I know what I'm having for supper tonight.
Yes.
Portillo's. So you can have a cake shake with it too. They just stick an entire slice of cake in it.
About the cake shake.
Yeah, exactly.
That's world famous, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I'm gonna have it and then pass out later tonight. That's all my calories for the day. So in that same breath where we're saying welcome, and Charlie talked about it a bit at opening ceremonies, Brenda, you haven't been to a con in 4 or 5 years, I think?
Yep. PonyCon anyway.
PonyCon, yes, true.
I've done a couple like Comic Cons and like fan expos.
True.
and stuff, but,
And
yeah,
Michael,
PonyCon,
yeah, as Charlie said, you haven't been to a pony convention in 9 years.
9 years. Yeah,
Jeez.
9 years. I've had 16 children since then, so it's been a bit, it's been a bit busy.
busy.
Very busy. You know,
Stop bragging, bro.
You know, we just got to get it done, right? So,
Oh, Bill Burr's back. How does it feel to be back in all of this, though? All the colors and all the people and
it's
everything.
amazing. I really felt the love and feel the love, certainly at opening ceremonies. And it's just, I don't know, it's been an amazing journey to be a part of this family. And who knew that when I sent in the audition for Brayburn that, you know, it would start this journey. It's just amazing. So, yeah, amazing to be back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's great to see you back, to see all of you back. And, well, the one person I can say it's great to see you for the first time, it's AJ Bridell.
Yeah.
How are you doing? It's your, right? Thank you again. That was such a wonderful welcome. I know we had Jenna
Yeah.
for the first time last year here.
Love Jenna.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll ask the same question I asked her that first time, and I'll ask you.
Mm-hmm.
What does it feel like to be a part of, like, what was it like joining the My Little Pony family, I guess it is?
Yeah.
What was that like, and what's it like at your first time at a convention?
So far, I'm obsessed. I walked through the vendors and I was like, oh my hoofness, this place is amazing. The people are incredible. And yeah, it's one of those things that you send out auditions as an artist. I think you don't expect, you're expecting to get a job, and then all of a sudden you have a community. Just me talking. Yeah. All of a sudden you have a community of people, and it is a family. It's very singular, I think, in its fandom. The specific people that love My Little Pony are special people, you know.
Absolutely.
So I'm really honored to be a part of it. And I'm so happy to be here. So happy.
They will initiate you this weekend for sure.
Let's do it.
Exactly. To kind of go off that too, you have I don't know how many people in this room know, but you have a massive history in stage performance.
Yeah.
Very, you know, Wizard of Oz, Anne of Green Gables. So like looking at it, I was just like, wow, she was in all of this.
Yeah.
How did you take that on-stage talent and that success and bring that into voice acting? What led to that path, and does anything kind of come through from that experience into what you do on My Little Pony and with Pip?
Well, Pip is...
Oh, absolutely. I was going to say.
Hi. No, that particular role was perfect for me to bust through these doors, but it took me like 4 years of training specifically in voice acting.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I've been singing my whole life, and like I said, professional goofball my whole life, and on stages and in theater and being a ding dong forever. But when I first got a taste of voiceover work, I was like, oh, this is special too. This is really, really something I think I should be doing. And I got really lucky that a part like Pip Petals came along at a time that I was available and ready. And yeah, it was just like, when I say ready, I mean I did a lot of training, and then the skill set started meeting the opportunity. But yeah, singing has always been at the forefront of my skill set. So I got lucky, and then yeah, that kind of got the snowball rolling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was
Can
going
you
to
sing a little bit now for us?
I thought we were friends. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to sing like all the time, literally.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm so embarrassed. Next one.
Listen, you're sitting next to the guy with a parrot on his head. It's okay.
Yeah, that's my field. But I just closed Rock of Ages in Toronto, like downtown.
Yes, I heard
was
about
starring
that.
in that show, and I ran it for 5 months, and you know, like I'm all over the place when it comes to stages. So, but this is a fun stage to be on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now that we're done interrogating AJ, first time here, I want to, yeah, right. Going off of your really diverse experience, the rest of you have just an eclectic roster of experience. Michael, you've been working in voice acting and on-camera acting for decades. Vincent, same over there. Different franchises. how do you get into each one of those roles and like different franchises like Transformers and Lego Ninjago and then thank you, and My Little Pony? Do you bring any attributes and things you learn from there or things you do in that you bring to Pony? And that includes Brenda as well. I know you work in My Little Pony and with Agretsuko as well, and your own original material. So are there different things you learn from those experiences that you bring into other huge franchises and projects?
Like from Pony to like something else, or the other way, or like
Either way, honestly.
I mean, I don't know. For me, it's kind of just finding the essence of the character that you're going to do, and then you have to kind of like line that up into what the flavor is of the genre that you're doing, or the show, or the franchise that you're doing. You know, and then you just kind of dig in and lean into that, and get as creative as you can in the creation process of the character and the acting and then just have fun. You know,
Yep.
like frickin' have fun, and that's. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to remember that, you know, like to totally have fun, but it really is the through line of why I think I got into doing this. Because when I started, I was doing like stand-up comedy, and I was doing like impressions on stage and stuff like that. And I was like, maybe I could do this voice work thing. I don't know. And then my first job was the Ace Ventura.
Do a little bit of Ace.
Pleasure to meet you. It's a real honor. I was just telling the ponies that I love them. But I just kind of, I don't know, I just sort of, I did all that stuff because I had fun doing it. It wasn't about like anything to do, but just the enjoyment of like doing a voice and being expressive. And then it slowly kind of found its way into, I don't know, just to all these characters, you know. That's really just what happened. And so I do need to remind myself to have fun, because that's what this is about, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vincent.
Yeah.
Trading places.
Talking about, did you want to add to that, Vincent, or is our final answer there?
Yeah. I only take parts that involves me stealing waifus.
That's a good niche to corner, yeah.
Yeah. No, I was just saying to Doc, it was funny how when we were driving in, like Prince Blue Blood was my very first part in the show, and then progressively they just kept hiring me for all the not so nice ponies. And I don't know what it is. I think it's just kind of typecasting. They see how much of a butt I am, and they're like, let's just give them all the characters that everyone hates. So Joe is okay, and Sambar, I guess, is a little bit more redemptive.
Listen, there are a bunch of pony historians in this crowd. I love it. I love it. They know their stuff. Talking about long histories with capturing different worlds, there was something that I was struck with looking at your work, Brenda, where looking at your work in Pony and then with Agretsuko, if you didn't know, she's done work on the Agretsuko comics, those feel like two distinct visual worlds, but you capture both of those really perfectly just looking between them.
Thank you.
Absolutely. How do you go about jumping from those two different visual worlds that you go from My Little Pony then to something that is Agretsuko? That's an adjective of its own there. What's it like capturing? What do you do to jump between those two as an artist?
Let's see. A lot of it is intuitive, so it's hard to explain. But you study the art style, you practice in your sketchbook and stuff.
Right.
My first ponies were garbage. Like it's like not. It's not. You don't get it right away. Like my first Retzkos didn't look so good either. But yeah, you practice it, you study it. You break down the form into its basic shapes. Like you see where your ovals, where your your circles, and how they're made up and stuff. So you kind of like do it until you feel a bit comfortable with it, and I don't know. And your style still refines on the page. Like my first ponies look a lot different than my current ponies. If you like go through all my work, it's very different. It evolves over time as you change as a person, as you get more comfortable with the characters and expressing them. And again, like I never stopped studying too. Like I invested in the My Little Pony art book for the TV series, and I was fortunate enough to be gifted the one for the movie, so I always had study material on hand, as well as Google image search is a saving grace when you don't have those like
Exactly.
tangible mediums. So yeah, Retzko is a little bit different. Like she's very iconic looking,
Right.
so you do have to simplify your style. Like I did switch my tools a little bit to make that, because ponies I do a lot more brush work and more organic lines to kind of capture the line weight and give them a lot of movement and flow. But because Retzko is very iconic looking and very simple, I would just do pens and stuff and make sure the lines were really bold. But a lot of what helps me too with ponies and Retzko, even though they look very different stylistically, was a lot of my heart in developing as an artist was when Sailor Moon came out as a child, and I was a child of like the manga boom, so I studied a lot of manga and anime drawing. So anytime I can kind of indulge in that history of mine with ponies, very shoujo manga, right, with the big eyes and lots of sparkles. I was like, that's me. I want this. And Retzko, I could just totally, like, all the cartoon language, like the little veins and stuff that they have, or the way that their eyes, and like they get the jagged teeth and stuff when they're angry. I was like, I get to just indulge in my origin as an artist. So it's, I put a lot of love into it for that. Like I feel like I connect with it on that level as well.
And I know you have your own original material as well. And what's it like jumping from, again, those two really iconic visuals to your own material that you do with, I believe, Bobby Curnow and your husband? What's tell us a bit about your own original works and jumping between those two, original and then really big franchises that people know, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the original stuff is obviously much more indulgent because I can have free reign.
Right.
Collaborating with Bobby Curnow, of course, like he wrote a graphic novel called Ward's Valley, which is about a grumpy gnome that lives in the forest by himself, and it's empty of all animals because there was a fire 50 years ago. And so he's kind of like overseeing the regrowth, and then the Gnome Council decides it's time to repopulate, so all the animals come in, and that's the beginning of the story. So I was a little bit more like, you know, are you happy with what I'm doing, Bobby? Like I would want to check with him a lot, like that he was happy with what I was doing. So it was a bit more like, you know, I get to be indulgent, but not as much because I want to make sure that I'm being collaborative and I'm not just overtaking this visually and making sure he's seeing his story, his writing represented properly. But my book, Halls of the Turnip King, was 100% me. I wrote it, made up the characters, and it's wacky. It's really, really indulgent. I got to put all my Looney Tunes influence in there with the acting, like really goofy acting, really slapstick. And I was watching a lot of like British humor at the time, so a lot of like kind of Blackadder humor.
I love
and
it.
Monty Python got in there, so just a lot of wackiness. I just got to indulge. So. Yeah, so it depends.
Go buy it. Go buy it. Support Brenda.
Yeah, I have
Support all of them.
I have a couple of my other books other than ponies on my table this weekend. If you want to take a look and
do it. That's your homework now. That's your homework from the panel. Take it home with you.
What age would be like just appropriate for some of your books? I'm just curious. Like, is there like an age level?
Yeah, I tend to go a little younger. Halls of the Turnip King has some naughtiness and some bad words. So like I'd say like maybe, depending on the parent, like maybe 11, 12, even. Like my 9-year-old started reading it and he's unfortunately got the same sense of humor as me. So he was laughing at everything. He was like, Mom, what's with the bad words? And I was like, sorry, it's not really for your age. But so.
I like children as the censor board of the comics.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, my 9-year-old's become the bad word police.
Exactly.
So. Yeah, so.
So, Michael, a big question I wanted to ask you about was on the mic voiceover training, because I know that that's been a big part for the last decade or so.
Yes.
Explain some of that to people, because I was looking into it and I was fascinated by how long it's been going and
Yeah,
just
it's crazy. It's a voiceover school. I started 16 years ago. Believe it or not, my man over here, Vinny Chase, who I call him Vinny Chase just because he's like the coolest guy in the world from Entourage, you know. He taught there, and anyways, it started out as this very small kind of like one person, me teaching some people in an art space where we created like a little booth, to all the way to getting our own space in Gastown in Vancouver, like a 2,000 square foot studio where we teach part-time courses, and now for the past 4 years a diploma program in voiceover. So it's the only diploma program in the English-speaking world for voiceover, where you study for 6 months, and you know there's like 12 courses, and you know you're studying animation, commercials, dubbing, video games, narration, audiobooks, and stuff like that. And it's really been amazing. We've graduated over 100 people in the past 4 years, and just really transforming people's lives. People come in sort of somewhat closed off, and then they graduate out of these programs, and they're just like completely open and like expressive machines, you know, that can get into, you know, really truly get into the business. And so it's been really special for me and gratifying to see the changes that we've made in some people's lives, you know, and it's been really cool. We've expanded from Vancouver to Toronto as well, so we're in Toronto now, and Kim Herden heads up our operation there. And it's just kind of growing into this thing of like just good energy with amazing people like Vincent having taught there, or what, like just people that are on the pulse teaching are also, you know, A-list voice actors that teach their respective course.
Excellent. Thank you for letting us know about it. Look that up, guys, because it really, I just spent an hour looking through that whole website and all the history behind it. So
thank you so
keep up
much.
the excellent work on that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who would
So,
graduates from that be?
Vincent,
Yeah.
are you awake over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am.
So I have a question for you.
What's up?
Other than, I know we're at a My Little Pony convention this weekend.
Yeah.
Of course, right. Exactly.
My little pony, my little pony.
Come on,
man,
guys.
you guys
I was
don't
giving
seem
you
to know the
credit
song.
earlier. So I definitely want to ask about My Little Pony, but I
Yeah.
also want to ask because you have been a part of a bunch of different iconic characters
Have
and
I?
franchises within them.
Really?
Yes.
Tell me about it. Tell me.
You've been the Mega Man. I know
Yes,
that. I know
the Mega Man.
I know you've been your Knuckles on Sonic Prime.
Ooh, plenty of them. And the doctors.
It's true. You've been on Lego Ninjago as
Yes,
well.
I always use this voice for every one of my characters.
That's what they all sound like. That's
Yes.
a great Knuckles and Sandbar impression.
Hi, I'm Mega Man Sandbar.
So,
Pew pew.
what is it like not only being a part of those franchises and characters with long histories of other voices to them, but also the fandoms that are attached to them? Do you get tired, exhausted interacting with all of those people that are a part of that?
I'm exhausted right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's been so long. No, it's so much fun. This is the best part of our job, really, is to be able to meet our fans, the people that love it. And it's really all of y'all that keep us happy and employed, really. And to keep these shows going, really, honestly. Thank you, guys.
For you.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for you guys having the love of our shows and our work, we wouldn't be here. So no, it's always, I mean, yes, it's tiring, of course, but I really enjoy coming to conventions and seeing people, and yeah, it's super thrilling.
Nice. Speaking of thank you for that answer.
You're welcome.
That's a great Donut Joe impression?
Yep, that's Donut Joe.
Exactly.
Hello, you want some donuts from Joe? Here you go.
I don't know which character anymore.
That was Donut Joe.
The man of 1,000 voices, Vincent Tong, everybody. So, on that note, with talking about the fans interacting with all of these lovely talents here, you guys all have a bunch of questions. Luck Rock has a stack of paper. So I'm going to get out of the way here and let them have the stage here. Thank you so much for
Thank
answering
you.
all my questions.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. No. Thank you so much, everyone. Bring your great questions for them coming up next. Luck, you have the floor.
Come on, look.
All right, welcome to the stage, Luck. All right.
Good luck.
All right, I have some fan-submitted questions for you all. If you guys still want to submit some questions, the note cards are up front. Just come and grab one and a colored pencil, and then just kind of set them over here when you're done, and I will run back and forth to get them. But we'll try and get through as many of these as we can.
Let's go.
Could I have a paper and a colored pencil? Draw some ponies while we're
Yes.
chatting?
Let me ask the first question, and I'll go get it. For
Yeah.
everyone, so we'll go right down the line, or whoever's got the answer first. If for some reason you weren't in the career that you are now, what would your career be? Where would you end up? What's
Oh,
what's
dear.
the second
That's
choice?
too real of a question.
I actually, I don't know the answer to that. And people have asked me that before, and I'd probably just, I don't know. The pressure. I don't know what I would do. Maybe, what do I like? I like cooking. Maybe I'd cook. Maybe I'd make food and then eat it. I don't know. Yeah, like I'd probably be somewhere in the arts, and some like culinary arts would probably be a fun place for me to land. Or I'd just be like a doctor for money.
For money, not for helping people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and for.
I think so I've only had 3 jobs my whole life. It's kind of I've been an actor, and I've waitered and taught tennis. Those are my 3 jobs.
Nice.
So I probably would. I don't want to waiter anymore because I was a waiter when I was trying to be an actor, and but I would probably teach tennis. I probably would.
You're a tennis pro.
I would go back and play the tennis and teach the tennis.
Yes.
The tennis.
The tennis.
That's probably what I would do.
Awesome. I've actually thought of this, that I'm like, if I ever get bored of comics, which I mean, you never know. I probably won't, but you never know. I do have a backup that I would love to open a cat cafe called Comics, Cats, and Coffee, where because I've got such an extensive collection of graphic novels that I've been collecting over the years, and not just Marvel and DC stuff, but really indie stuff, like cool things I've gotten in Europe and cool things I've just found at the comic shop that I'm like, this needs to come to my home. So like have those, a library of those. People could come pet cats, drink coffee, and read a lot of comics, and I think that would be a lot of fun. My kids are already like, hire me when that happens because I want to work there. So, and I do like baking and stuff as well. So I was like, if it was a way that I can bake, but then I'm not stuck with like a whole pie and a whole cake, and I've got people to share it with, you know, like that would be
I will
ideal.
eat your stuff.
Awesome. What's that? I live in Charlottetown in PEI in Canada, so I'm a little remote, but yeah, I think it would be a really nice like place. I mean, maybe we'll expand if it's really popular. It might come to your hometown.
I don't know. I really don't know. I think I like, you know, I love Disney, so I'm a huge Disneyland nut. Woo! Charlie knows. So I would be happy, like, being like a Dapper Dan in Disneyland. I'm not sure if I can sing that well, but I would like, you know, maybe be a jungle cruise skipper, or just like put people onto the Matterhorn mountain, you know, something like that, or the Indiana Jones ride, because they got cool outfits. I don't know. I'm pretty lame. I don't know what I would do. That's my answer.
I think that sounds fun.
Oh, thank you.
That's a good answer.
I could see you being the
Good
stunt
answer.
guy
Good
on the
answer.
Indiana
Yeah.
Jones show.
Yeah,
Dodging all
I
the
was
spikes.
actually. I was just a stunt double for this movie called Love Hard. It was on Netflix, and because I had to double this guy for rock climbing because I do bouldering. So
What?
yeah, I had to like fly up this mountain. Not mountain. It was like an indoor rock climbing thing. Anyway, next question, please.
All right, I've got one here for AJ.
That's me.
What are your thoughts on G4, Friendship is Magic, from the perspective of someone working on G5?
Yeah. Well, okay, so fun fact, when I auditioned for this, we signed an NDA and all that business, but I didn't know I was auditioning for My Little Pony at the time. And I actually watched, for some reason, I was like, I got the sense it was like, the audition was kind of like about fairies and magic and stuff like that. And I was like, I just got this, I was like, no, I'm feeling like this is something about My Little Pony. So I started watching some of Friendship is Magic for that, and then just kept watching it and kept watching it after it started snowballing and booking the job. So yeah, I think there's so much content. Oh, there's so much content. It's awesome. And so many great performances. So I actually learned a lot as a voice actor, listening and watching.
That's incredible.
Friendship is Magic.
That was...
Yeah. It helped
I like
me.
that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And, well, then I think we're all very happy that you got it.
Me too.
Michael D.
Yes.
I'm gonna hand this one to you just so you can see how it's written. But
okay.
Can you say
Is it in backwards?
Can you say the famous
Appaloosa. That's actually Apple, the company, is changing their name to Appaloosa. I don't know if you know that. It's a big deal. Tim Cook. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
The new iMac Pro from Appaloosa.
And you're not allowed to say it flat. You have to say it Appaloosa. Yeah.
In fact, if anyone just says Appaloosa this weekend, you correct
Fun
them.
fact, though. Fun fact. I don't think that on the. I remember that was in the audition for that. That I don't think that there was like any kind of sing-songy. I just remember being like, maybe that's how it should sound. Like, do you know what I mean? Just kind of make it all sort of with a melody, and I just sort of did that, and it seemed to, I don't know, it seemed to work. Why, thank you.
Iconic, yes.
All right. One for everyone. If you could change one thing about each of your characters, or maybe some of the ones that you draw, what would it be? You get creative control now, but just for one thing. And I'll throw that out to anyone who has an answer ready. It's a thinker. Vincent has to go through like 80 characters just to figure out.
What was something I didn't...
Well, let me see. I think, Garble was a bit of a butt. I think I would change it so that he really liked giving hugs. That'd be kind of cute. Did you guys like the little beat poetry thing he did? Yeah. Maybe he would do more of that, but then start, writing like a musical of his own. It would be like in the style of Lin-Manuel Miranda, and start doing some like Hamilton in the Heights kind of raps. You know what I'm saying? That'd be kind of fun. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of characters to go through if you draw them for the comics. That's tricky.
I know, it's hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe, let's see. I did a character called Mr. Hoofington in the movie, and I would just I'd want to cheer him up a little bit because he just seemed so down, or like, well, I don't know. I just remember, like, cheer up and have more fun, Hoofington. Don't be so conservative.
You guys saw Rainbow Road Trip, right?
That's all I heard, yeah.
I don't know if I would, I don't know if this is a change for Pip, but I'd love to explore what she looks like without being so attached to her phone. In a world where social media it's a beautiful place to exist. Obviously, you can find community there, and I love that she finds the beauty in that. But I also would just love to see what she would look like in like medieval times or something. What would she do if that kind of thing did? How would she exist in as Pip without social media, what that would look like.
That's really interesting.
But I wouldn't change her.
Right.
I just love to see the circumstance.
You want to know more.
They should do an IDW one-shot of that.
Yeah.
I really want to read that. Can you propose that or something? Because
I can try.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell them you've got backup.
Yeah,
people want to see this.
People
need to know.
Yeah.
People need to know.
It's all about taking characters out of their comfort zone, right? And see what they would do.
Yeah. This is incredible because someone submitted a question for everyone, and so I've kind of been going back and forth to it as needed. But Vincent and Michael both referenced this person's questions in your most recent answers. So since it's like on the forefront of your minds, I'm just going to rehash it a little bit. Vincent.
Hi.
Did you enjoy the bongo singing as Garble?
Boop-bop, doop-bop, doop-doop-doop. Don't remember it. Literally don't remember it. I know he does it, but I don't remember what I did. I remember it was a bit weird because I would think I was trying hard to put some sort of like syntax into it to make it kind of cool. But I think he was more like a beatnik kind of dude, right? I don't really remember.
Michael, your part.
There's a question here about your role as Mr. Hoofington and sort of coming back many years later. Can you tell us a little bit about...
I don't. Well, do you remember a show called Gilligan's Island?
Yeah.
We all know where I stole the voice from. It's Thurston Howell.
Howell, Mr. Howell.
I kind of took that. So it was a lot of fun to do that. It was with Vina Sood, played my wife in that in that movie, and yeah, it was really cool to jump back in and just, I don't know. It's just a very fun voice to do. You just sort of move your jaw back and talk out of here. And I don't know.
That's right, because when I did Blue Blood, that was my first character. That's who I was referencing too. But he had more teeth than yours.
The younger
Fritters, apple dumplings. My lips have tasted common carnival fare.
Maybe you're my son in another world.
Daddykins!
Son, where have you been?
Well, I've been looking for your teeth, Father.
Oh, my. Did you find one?
Well, I've got... Here it is.
No.
I've had it in my mouth the whole time.
Oh, my goodness.
Here you go. I've had some celery.
I've had some.
Improv.
Did you just snort? Yes. I got a snort laugh.
Snorty.
I just want more of that. I don't know. AJ.
Hi.
Did you know what you were getting into when you signed up for this?
No! In the best way. I had no idea how huge this franchise is and how big the community is. I really didn't know, and it was a really, really pleasant, wonderful surprise. I also didn't know that there would be so much music, which was also another pleasant surprise. They didn't really know I was a singer when I auditioned. And then the first time I recorded a song with them, they went, "Oh," and now I'm in almost every song in G5. Yeah, almost every one I'm in the room for. So it's the best job ever. And like, I sing the theme song. I had no idea. I had no clue that was and I cried when I first saw the episode. Well, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but like theme songs are, for me, like,
they're big
it's
deal.
what I remember from these shows growing up. It's the thing, it's the earworm that you're like, you know. Anyway, so to be a part of that is like, yeah, I'm like actually emotional thinking about it. Just the fact that there are so many people listening to that, and that's really really cool. And I had no idea I would have that honor.
Yeah.
Well, since you bring up music,
Okay.
literally the next one I had queued up for you.
Yeah.
What song have you enjoyed singing as Pip so far?
There's so many and so many more to come, which is great. The theme song, it has to be like one of my favorites, but when Make Your Mark, the first album came out, and like 6 or 7 of them out of 8, I'm the lead in, and it just like blew me away. Probably Portrait Song is my favorite, which is the one that I sing with is Zip, and yeah, I think that's my favorite one.
It's my favorite too.
Is it?
It is.
Is it? Oh my gosh! Yeah, and that moment in the episode is really special too. I think one of my favorite moments in that season for sure.
Awesome. Hey, Brenda, I have a question for you, but first, did you want to give me a note card, or is that just for your own thing?
Oh, I thought I could do some drawings and hand them out.
Oh, that's
So
amazing.
I got one so far.
Do you want more note cards?
Sure,
All right,
yeah.
While I go grab them for you, though, do you have any tips for drawing ponies?
Any tips for drawing ponies? I'd say, like I said in the first question, like break down the shapes, like analyze, like the heads are easy, they're big circles, right? And then the body's kind of like a bean, you know, you get, oh, thank you so much. So yeah, break down the shapes definitely is your first step, like study the structure of the ponies, see your big things like the circles, the ovals, the cylinders for the legs and stuff, and build on those. Like draw those light and then build on those. The features will wrap around those shapes, and and then whatever pony you do, like the hairstyle and stuff, like customize it. But yeah, definitely start with the basics. The structures is always a good starting point. Yeah.
I think you're doing a panel later today where you're going to talk a little more about drawing ponies, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a how to draw the sea ponies since it's the whole island vacation. We decided sea ponies, so we'll be doing sea pony drawing demos later today for the workshop.
So if you want to know more,
Yeah,
be sure to
yeah,
check that out and
yeah.
check her out in the vendor hall,
And
right?
it's easier to explain when I'm doing it as well, what I mean by the big shapes, because to just say it without seeing something I know is a little vague, so I do apologize for that. But yeah.
Sorry, I just read this next question. I completely lost my train of thought, so we're going with this because I'm biased. AJ, if Pip could be in a real world musical, what would she choose?
Legally Blonde, probably. Yeah, that's an easy one.
That makes so much sense.
Oh my
I know.
God.
Also, I want to play Elle, so.
You'd be perfect.
Thank you.
Hey, they do some IDW series where they take novels and turn them into ponies. Can we do Legally Blonde with?
I wonder if they could get the license for that, though. Yeah, because a lot of the classics, right, are public domain, so.
If it's parody, isn't?
Yeah,
Talk to
well,
Reese.
Yeah,
She'll do it.
yeah, ask the editors, yeah.
But they should write a My Little Pony musical. Like there should be a My Little Pony musical. Like a live, like there should be like.
Equestria Girls, the musical.
Yeah, yeah,
That would
100%.
be a lot easier than like the
Yeah,
four-legged
exactly.
ponies. Can you imagine like the two people in the pony outfit trying to?
Yeah, it'd be like War
I want to
Horse,
see
the
that musical.
All right, I've got one for everyone, and I'm curious to see how the answers change based on who's kind of been around longer and not. And this is your big chance to pander to the crowd here. What is your favorite part about the Brony fandom?
Oh.
I mean, it's easy for me. It's the love. Like it truly, and I'm not saying that in a surfacey way. We actually do feel the love, and that's really special. You know, like it honestly is. Like we feel it coming at you, and we're sending it right back to you.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
For me, it's yes. It's you know the Brony fandom is I feel like very misunderstood a lot of times. A lot of people don't understand what it's all about. And when I first came, I was just blown away by the amount of generosity and kindness and just love, like Michael said. And in this fandom, I've learned so much about humanity, so much. Like you guys do like charity events. You guys come up and get stuff autographed. Like you guys have paid so much money just to get this the most cherished item of yours to get autographed, so you could put it into the charity auction. It's like such a beautiful, selfless act, and I haven't seen as much generosity anywhere else. So it's really and to help other people too. Like I remember being in Everfree Northwest, and there was a kid who was very shy, and we were at the dance at the very end of the night, and I was like, "You're not dancing," and he's like, "I don't know how to dance." I'm like, "You don't know how to dance? No one knows how to dance. You just dance." And I got him up, and we were dancing, and people were coming up, giving him high fives, and I'm like, "It's Mother's Day now. You got to go dance with your mom." And he's smiling, and he had a whole crew of people around him. And I was like, this is what the community is about. There's love, there's generosity, there's like, I'm going to reach out. Friendship is literally magic in this community. So,
Yeah, you really feel the spirit at the auctions, I find. Yeah. Because I think it was maybe the Whinny City I did in 2018, and I came around to see the auction happening, and just they were doing charity for like anti-bullying organization, and there was this woman there with her little child, and the woman was just tearing up just to see all the support, because obviously helping against bullying was so important. And I don't know, I was just standing there, I was getting teared up just to see how grateful for this spirit these people were. And her little kid comes up to me and gave me a hug too, and I was like, oh, that's really sweet. Like, I don't know what I did special, but thank you. Like, I don't know, I just see the love pouring out and the support for the community, and everyone's welcome, which is always a treat. Like, you never feel like you're not allowed to be part of this. Like, everybody's got a place in this fandom.
Like inclusion.
Yes, inclusion. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Brony fandom is a reflection of the fact that My Little Pony as a brand and as a community, as a franchise, transcends age, transcends gender, transcends societal expectations, transcends so many things that other brands and other shows, other things don't. And I think that this specific fandom is a reflection of that. It's about who you are and loving who you are and making connections and friendships. And that's clear in the people and the community here at this event even.
I was just going to say, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know if you might have heard the story, but and I'm sort of paraphrasing a bit, but this is back, I guess, in version 4. What do you call it?
G4. Generation
G4. Sorry. That there was like, in the Middle East when the army's there and it's like really heavy times. They're going in the trenches and fighting and it's like full-on war. That they would come back to like home base and literally throw on My Little Pony to get a sense of like, and I don't know. I think that's it's amazing, right? I mean, they're going through like the worst time of their lives, and then they throw on My Little Pony to try to like just, okay, let's just decompress here, feel the love. You know what I mean?
It's crazy you bring that up. I remember way back early on in G4 reading a story from someone in the military who they had someone very close at home, and like the way that they bonded was by watching My Little Pony. Yeah. And so he kept, I think it was like a little Fluttershy figurine, like in his pocket, and he got shot, and it saved his life because it hit the Fluttershy.
Whoa. Come on.
Yeah, I remember reading that back in like 2011, 2012, but like, it's kind of insane when you think about the ways that this show impacts people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Going from that,
Great segue. Here we go.
Yeah.
Michael, I got one on here that says, impression of Bill Burr at Whinny City.
5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. So, it's great to be here, because I really like Chicago. And Schaumburg is great, too. There's a lot of good stuff here. I'm going to get a hot dog. I don't know why they put so much stuff on the dog, though, It's like these guys are pouring it on, and they're trying to, like, steam shovel an entire amount of stuff on there, and it's too much, and there's people are trying to eat the dog, and it's just ridiculous. All right, there you go.
I love it. I love it so much. All right, we got just a few minutes left. I got one for all of the VAs. I'll do an either or. How are you either most like or least like your pony character? I assume they specified pony for Vince. It narrows it down to like 5.
I'm really similar to my character.
I believe that.
Yeah, I'm really, I think the thing I'm the least like is I'm not purpley pink, like in slash fur. That's my only difference. We're the same.
I think.
Yeah, no kidding. Healthy.
I think let's see. I mean, with Brayburn, I don't know. I kind of based him off because I actually went to university in Kentucky, so I spent a lot of time down there for about 4.5 years, and so I kind of based the character a little bit off a friend of mine, Jay Shoup is his name, and so I don't know. I mean, certainly the positive energy of Brayburn exists in me. I feel like I am a very positive person, and I mean, that's probably the biggest quality I would say. Yeah.
Awesome.
I think I'm very much like Flash because he's super awkward. In high school I was very geeky and not really good with the ladies. So that's who I think I am most like. Still am the same. Yeah.
Again.
All right, now do all the other characters.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, no.
That's
don't
okay,
have
you don't
5
to.
hours.
All right. For everyone, how has your work on My Little Pony influenced your career? Has it led to any other big opportunities or connections? And sometimes you can just say yes if you can't talk about it.
Well, because I do a lot of singing on the show, I work with Daniel Ingram,
on other projects as well. So he's gotten me to do this project that he's put together called The Treebees, which is a bunch of kid songs that he's written, as well as kind of arranged classic kid songs because he just had a kid, so he wanted to put out some good music that's better than Coco Melon. So check out The Treebees. It's really fun. It won't be too annoying. But yeah, and I've got to sing some other, like AJ, some cool theme songs from Daniel as well. So it's been really fun.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, Ward's Valley is pretty easy to draw the parallel from because Bobby Curnow was the editor on the My Little Pony comics for a lot of years. Actually, pretty much the whole time I was working with the IDW comics, he was the editor. So we were connected that way, and he asked if I could draw his book Ward's Valley. So definitely like directly led to another job. A little bit more indirectly was when the Agretzko job came up. It was Sarah Gatos who was the editor on that at the time, and she had worked previously at IDW, and I didn't work with her back then, but she had worked with my husband, Troy Little, and so of course we knew each other just because you get to know people and you meet people, and Sarah was always wonderful. So she had actually contacted Troy first, but he was doing a lot of Rick and Morty work, so he's like, I can do a cover, but I can't do the interiors, and I was like, pick me, I'm free. So she knew me, and she's like, okay, if you want to draw the comics, that's great, but how would you feel about writing them as well? We're looking for writers. So it was my first work doing licensed work, like writing on licensed work. Nice. So I got to I went crazy because I went power crazy. I did like the coloring on it as well. So I was like a triple threat on these comics, the writing, nice. The drawing, and the coloring, and somehow still made my deadlines. So I don't know how I did that. Lots of caffeine. But it was good. So I was really appreciative that Sarah took the chance on me to do the writing as well and gave me the job too, because obviously Agretzko's right up my alley. So yeah.
That's cool. I can't really think of a show or a series or something that I've worked on with the people that created the G4 stuff. But you end up working with some of the same voice directors or like casting or. But I think within the show, because Brayburn started in season 1, yep. And then came back, obviously throughout or whatever. But I did other I did the antique chicken stand pony, I think it was called, or antique.
Was the official name?
I think that's what it was. Yeah, It was sort of a Paul Lynn kind of character, and I was like the announcer on one of the episodes for when there was an event. I think it was a race. So you come back and do because they now know. Oh, you're okay. You can do this. Like, well, how about this character or whatever? And played some Towns Pony folks before, just stuff like that. But yeah, just sort of other. I don't know if you call them side characters or whatever, but as you get known by the director and etc.
Yeah, same kind of thing. Allison Court, our director for G5, does a lot of work and has gotten me in a few great rooms that, practically, it's been advantageous to have worked with her on this. But I think the most important thing for me is I just made so many friends in our cast is really close. Like the main 5, 6, we're really, really close actually. Like we go to each other's shows and openings and premieres, and so we've connected, and that's been really cool.
That is cool.
That's incredible.
Yeah, we all like hang.
In Vancouver we have Andrea and Tabitha and they're just jerks.
Yeah. I heard that. No.
Ashley Ball. There was another.
Yeah.
Just Kathy Wet.
Yeah.
Just
bums.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know.
My husband knows her.
No way.
Yeah.
Who else are jerks that we all know?
Oh. Nicole.
Kathy.
Barf. Yeah. Just a bunch of butts.
Well, on that note, that's all the time we have for this panel. You can grab your autograph vouchers and go see everyone in half an hour. I believe the autograph room opens up. Yep. Brenda's got a panel today, a panel tomorrow. She's got
4 sketches
drawings.
if anybody wants to come up and grab
And if
one.
anyone wants to get laid, I'm gonna give this to you.
And then otherwise, we'll see you back tomorrow for the script reading that we're going to be doing, something very special. Give it up one more time for AJ,
Thanks,
Michael,
everyone.
Brenda, and Vincent.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Woo!
Great question. So cute. Thank you.
Check. I've scared them all away. Hello, everybody. Do you like my microphone holder here? It's an ancient. Hello, welcome on in here. Welcome to all of you. All right, I'm gonna do a thing. Nobody move, okay? I saw that one of you moved. All right. Now that I got that the way I like it. Hello, Whinny City 2023! Thank you all for joining us here today. This is the Bronies React panel. So for those of you finding out that you're in the wrong panel, the exit's right there, but thanks for sitting in at least on the pre-portion of it. Just kidding. But thank you all for being here. How's MomoCon been so far for everyone? You guys are allowed to make noise. You know that, right? We got some woo. We got some woo. Very good. I am? Did I say MomoCon? It was a joke. So for those that don't know, I'm an idiot. Whinny City PonyCon 2023. That's so embarrassing. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad that you guys didn't make any noise now. You guys shouldn't leave me up on stage by myself anymore. I can't handle it. It's been admittedly it's been a wild last 2 weeks for me. You shut up. And I have no excuse for it at all. So let's try this again. Cut recording. Whinny City PonyCon 2023. God, that's so much better. How's Whinny City PonyCon doing? How are all my people? Yeah, you good? All right. Well, again, welcome in. This is the Bronies React panel, and I'm going to be bringing up some folks that have been on the Bronies React series, and yeah, we're going to be having some fun over the next hour. Actually, I forgot to ask, AV team, do we happen to have a QA mic? Do we got one of those? We can? Perfect. Cool. Before we step any further, can we give a shout out to these hard workers, the AV crew? Yeah, I always like when they do the lights. AV, AV, AV. Yeah, no, these have always been among the hardest working people that you'll see at any convention, and always have a blast working with them. And I'm going to just keep buttering them up so we definitely get that Q&A mic, all right? But also, one more round of applause for all the volunteers here at Whinny City PonyCon. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring some people up here before I screw anything else up. And I'll start with, how about the shiniest one back there, Silver Quill? Hello.
Put these right, yeah? And I'm going to drop it.
That's going to be really loud.
It will.
You have an audio recording device here.
I do.
That's pretty cool. Let's welcome to the stage Saberspark. Oh no, he did not.
It's back there.
And Paleo Steno.
What the hell is this thing?
It's a. It's an audio recorder.
Decibels.
It is. So what we're gonna have here set up soon is a Q&A mic where we'll have everybody. Oh, round of applause for the Q&A mic! Yeah.
I love Mike.
Oh. You always have to remember to start it, right?
Well, actually, you have to hit record twice. That's the fun part.
You have to hit record twice?
Yep, otherwise it just says it won't go.
What if you hit it 3 times?
Does anybody have any paper?
We don't talk about 3 times.
Paper? No? I guess I'll just draw on my ball.
It's going to draw on his ball.
My ball.
So for anybody in the audience, don't be shy. Is there anybody here who doesn't know what Bronies React is or what the series is or is unfamiliar? Welcome in. I'm always happy that we get some hands. Hopefully we don't scare you away too quickly. Bronies React is a series on YouTube that we started back in 2012.
That was back before you were born.
It's been going on for 11 years now. And I know. The ride never ends, does it?
It doesn't. I never knew the
ride.
The contract with the Little Mermaid with Ursula. It is. It is.
It's the only way I could keep them around. No, but yeah, no. With the Bronies React series, for years it started out as a parody series. It turned into kind of its own thing where we've effectively mostly watched episodes or movies of My Little Pony. We react to them, and it sounds very basic, and I guess it kind of is.
We're basic.
But a reminder for everybody, in this panel, it doesn't have to just be questions about Bronies React. It could be questions for any of the creators up here. Everyone has their own stuff, own projects going on as well. So feel free to ask whatever here. And as a reminder, I just want to see... you notice I didn't say anything about it being family friendly.
No. I just had a thought about Taylor and Red Card. You're like the Bonbon and Lyra of the fandom.
I ship it. All right.
I really do. I don't know. I was just thinking, like, I always see you taking. Is that a red card? I'm not implying anything. I say you all are beautiful. You're welcome.
You are beautiful.
I actually was wondering, like, do you take your clothes to the dry cleaners and they're like, Mr. Taylor?
Do you make all the other laundry purple?
That'd be great. Kicked out? It's the pony guy. Look at this. Look at this drip, though. Look at this. This is amazing.
They can't handle all the eyes looking at them.
Right. It's like a, right.
Well, we'll fix it.
Toothpaste
Your
on.
photo shoot.
Yeah!
Hey. Come on, give us a pose here. Yeah.
Strike,
Real nice.
strike,
Real
strike.
nice.
Balenciaga.
So now you're all getting an idea of what the heck a Bronies React panel is.
It is
It's
ADHD
this.
and cock.
We're just going to be having fun with you guys for the next hour. So we got our Q&A mic. Again, thank you, AV crew. And we'll just take a line here in the front. Again, let's see. I see a starting question. Here it comes. Why is everyone knowing this?
Well, hello, gentlemen.
Hello. What gentlemen?
This is actually kind of like unrelated to Bronies React as a
Good.
whole, but more appropriately about Hooves Line, like the Hooves Line panel.
Okay.
Oh, no.
What is the worst injury you guys have ever sustained performing Hooves Line?
Probably, didn't you like break your leg or something like that, or you hurt yourself?
I have hurt my more than once.
You're the one who gets hurt the most. You and Gabe.
Well, it's because we do the dumbest things.
Yes, you do.
Before we proceed with this, who's going to be at our Hooves Line show tomorrow? Right?
It's an improv show.
Yeah, for those that don't know what it is, it's based off of the TV show Whose Line Is It Anyway. We've got more Pony involved with all of it, and it's a very fun panel. So if you don't know if you're coming on out, definitely mark it down. It is well, you could tell me how dumb it is, but to answer your question, worst injuries. Paleo, have you ever been injured?
I don't think so.
We'll change that tomorrow.
Welcome to the new game. It's called Beat Paleo with the Stick.
Paleo, you'll be the stick.
Let's see. I think it was at Ciderfest last year where we had a whole bunch of games that called for Sparky Sparkaroni.
Yeah.
I
remember this.
So I would get on my knees each time, and I'm not on a good day. I have bad knees. So by the end, it was like, oh God, I hate Sparky with a passion. I hate Sparky for putting me in this situation. I will murder Sparky if I ever have the chance.
And we kept doing it to him, like every chance we got.
I was there. Yeah, they did. They tortured that poor man.
Yes, we did. For me, so does anyone here remember or have been to the convention Fiesta Equestria? Okay, so this was a convention that took place in Texas, and it actually was what led to my injury the following week or 2 weeks later. We were filming a video called Hasbro Versus.
Oh, yeah.
And it was about, like, we were being chased by a bunch of guys in suits with horse heads, and of course that was Hasbro. And I fell while filming that.
He
and,
fell hard.
Yeah, like right on my kneecap. And I didn't realize how bad it was until I think 2 weeks later we were at BronyCon, I want to say, and I at the end of our Irish drinking song, I went for a slide across the stage, and that's when I realized I'm hurt. And I just sat there for a little bit going, yeah, I'm going to stay here.
And what a way to find out.
What a way to find out, yeah.
When the bone's sticking out of his skin.
Oh, God.
I'm joking, by the way.
You've probably accrued a few injuries over the years.
Emotionally.
Yeah.
Emotionally.
Mentally.
Damage.
Mental damage. I can't think of anything.
Really?
I mean, it's probably there. It's all documented. But like right now, I'm just like, I don't know.
Well, then can I share my fondest memory of your emotional damage?
Maybe that might change tomorrow.
Maybe so.
I want to hear.
At BabsCon, we tried out a game called Innuendo, where I took to it with great gusto. By the end, poor Saber was taking the fetal position on stage.
My least favorite position.
This was a game that we've only done once.
Yeah, and he slaughtered us all. It wasn't even fair.
Yeah, Silver made sure we only did that game once.
He's like, don't challenge me, child.
But yeah, all that's documented. You could check him out on the
acracebest.net.
Thank you. Hello.
Hey, you remember a couple months ago when, during the Sonic Perfect podcast, I told you that a friend of mine went to Japan and saw some Zootopia merch?
How could I forget?
Well...
Oh, is this the friend?
Yes.
Is this the friend? Friend, thank you. Thank you. What's your name? Daniel. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Where's mine? That was really selfish. You didn't bring me one.
Wow, so this was all the way from Japan.
Yep.
I like that little that setup there. It's like, remember when I told you this?
And then you're like a JoJo stand comes down. That's awesome.
Thank you so much. For those that don't know, I'm rather fond of Zootopia.
It's clinically, obsessed. Quiet.
Round of applause for the plushies. Yeah. Everyone's like, here it goes again.
Well, where he likes Zootopia, I like cold hard cash. So if anybody wants to give me any, I'd be happy.
Next time I go to Japan, I'll get you some.
Why, you give me money? I love money. Thank you. Yeah, but also folks get upset if you give them money for, it's like, how thoughtless. I mean, it's money. You're welcome. Right. You can do whatever you want with it. Like, it was thoughtless.
Exactly. Got to have money. That's such a good movie. The Tom and Jerry movie.
Sing 2.
Yeah. Sing 2?
Sing 2. Sing 3. I'm sorry. You're gonna say.
And also, can we get a Sarah chant?
Sarah, 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 Sarah. Absolutely. So Sarah is my wife, and she's also the one who puts together the Who's Line shows. So tomorrow we'll see what she puts us through.
How come she never comes to these smaller
She's still in jail.
Yeah. She'll be out soon.
The parole officer will be a community guest as well.
What did I miss? I did not hear about
Right.
Sarah will, she makes it out to some of the West Coast conventions. Yeah, she's like, the least amount of time I'm seen with you, the better.
Yeah. The paparazzi, yeah.
I love the people who are like, oof, God.
You must be divorced probably.
Surprisingly not.
Right. Hi.
I have a question.
Yes.
Have you heard of the hit game Among Us?
Yes. Have we heard of it?
Have you played the hit game Among Us?
We have.
I don't know, Walt.
Well, I have one question.
Uh-huh.
Why did I see you vent an electrical?
I don't know, Walt. You've been seeming a little sussy lately. It's like we got an imposter among us. Don't lie to me, Walt.
So you might like this answer as far as the Among Us stuff goes, by the way. How many of you are familiar with the channel
Among Us.
Ready Player Dumb? For those that don't or aren't familiar, a lot of us end up on that. It's a gaming channel that, again, my wife Sarah and I run, and we've actually played many rounds of Among Us amongst
us.
At the start of it, I was like, at the start of each game, we're usually friends. By the end of each game, we're usually not. So, yeah, you can check that out on Ready Player Dumb. There's a lot of Among Us playthroughs that we have.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I was wondering, if you were a soup, what kind of soup would you be?
Okay, these are the kind of questions we're looking here, all right? What kind of soup would you be?
Cereal.
Okay, but what kind?
Milky?
I'm gonna change my answer. I would probably be, I think, a nice homemade chicken soup, because I make a good homemade chicken soup. I got my Dutch oven, you know. You don't as you get older, you get more excited about kitchen appliances. And you're like, what kind of cast iron? I'm also, 45 and I'm dying, But like the Dutch oven, though, I got a Dutch oven and I use that for my soup, and it is better than anybody else's chicken soup.
See, I'm scarred because last time Saber asked if I wanted to see his Dutch oven.
He thought I meant I was farting.
What kind of soup would you guys be?
I would be beer and cheese soup, because then I could be El Buddha.
I like that.
He's making puns.
Wait, what kind of soup would you be?
Me?
Yeah. Now I'm gonna start flipping this when people ask us questions.
Oh, no.
They're like, "How's your channel, Saber?" I'm like, "How's
You
your
play
channel?"
Among Us.
Ed, what would you be?
Oh, I liked your answer of cereal.
Cereal?
Yeah.
What kind of cereal?
Lucky Charms.
Disgusting. I hate it. The little cereal bits are so.
It's not very good most of the time, but the marshmallows are good. So
Exactly.
every once in a while.
Just get only the marshmallow.
Can you imagine the audacity of these cereal companies where they're like, Lucky Charms, with a complete breakfast, and it's like you guys gotta lie through your teeth to be like, eat the rest of the breakfast, don't eat the cereal. That cereal might make your stomach fall out.
Right, the balanced breakfast.
The balanced breakfast, I'm like,
eat 42 pieces of fruit with this Lucky Charm.
Take a insulin shot, and it's like, enjoy your Lucky Charms. So. Yeah, I mean, I used to do that. Those marshmallow bags, for like the fireplace. I just open that up and pour some milk in there. I did not do that. Did anybody freak out when they realized that marshmallows are made out of bones? Or some of them are? Some of them are? Yeah.
I'm still waiting to know what.
I'm sorry, Paley, I'm talking over you.
What, do you have a soup? I've been stalling this whole time.
I don't like soup.
Oh, come on.
I mean, you don't like
What soup? What soup would you be, Paleo? You gotta choose
I don't
one.
know, just like a plain broth.
I like to go all out with my broth.
I'm like, God, it's coming at me. There's a fly in here. Did you see that? There it is.
Also, Paleo, no soup for you.
No soup for Paleo.
Friends is a good show. Hi.
Wait, I haven't answered yet.
What's your soup? You
I would be I see you went kind of the chicken route.
Yeah,
I'm
with
gonna
chicken
go
soup?
creamy chicken noodle.
Chicken soup?
Yeah.
With the mushrooms?
No. I don't like mushrooms.
You don't like fishies either.
I don't like fishies either.
I don't like the fishy
I don't
stickies.
like fishies.
He hates
I don't
fish.
like fishies.
So whenever you want to bring him to Zootopia, bring him fish sticks instead.
Or apparently marshmallows.
Or marshmallows.
Or bones. All right.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. All right, so you guys travel a lot of conventions. So my
Mhm.
question is, during those travels, what has been your worst airline story? Yeah.
1 year ago.
Does there have to be one?
No, he can fill a
Well, you-
bowl of soup with his stories.
I know you've had some terrible ones as far as getting to conventions too.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have. Paley, have you had a bad
I've had some like delays and stuff, and like being stuck on the tarmac for hours before, which just sucks because you're like stuck in the airplane and you're just not in the air, so you're like. But nothing as bad as like what you've gone through.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, okay. Everfree Northwest 2015, I think. I made the horrible, horrible choice of flying Frontier. I thought it was going to be like real simple. So I get to the luggage carousel and all the stuff I brought to vend at Everfree, it's in a cage.
Like a dog cage?
Well, it's just a grid. I don't know, really little diamond pattern. And it's like, excuse me, can I have my luggage? Oh, sorry, the person who has the key is off shift. You have to come back in 5 hours.
What?
Now, thankfully, this was when the Everfree was at the Doubletree, so it's really just a walk away. But I was seething the whole time. Seething.
Nice.
Now, if you want a story about the worst cancellation of a flight, coming home from college, they had to cancel the flight because the nose had been dented by a latrine truck.
What?
Guess who was pissed off there?
Save the puns for tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Silver quote, in 2015, Everfree was at the Hilton. I would know because I was there. My first Everfree.
I don't believe you. I don't think you were there.
I don't think you documented it.
So
I have video of it.
That's what the officer said.
Do you have video of me seething?
So
I don't have that. No.
So for me, it wasn't going to a con. It was going to a vacation. I was flying out to Hawaii. This was like in 2019, okay? And, it was my first time going across, well, I went across the ocean before in 1999 with my family going to Wales. Not the animal, but the country.
Hopefully.
So took a plane from Virginia to L.A., and then we took the plane from L.A. to Hawaii. And this was like some of the worst turbulence ever. So there was a nasty storm. And like usually pilots try to avoid this stuff. And our pilot, like, you have that calm pilot voice, buckle up, we're gonna, storm coming up over here. Buckle up, buckaroos, And no, it was terrifying. The plane was shaking violently, and the airlock door actually popped open.
Ooh.
Yes. And then the tail, there's a crack around the tail part of the plane started to form on the ceiling. And then the mask fall, and the tail of the plane just ripped off with a bunch of people with it. And then we crashed on a desert island. We were lost.
Shut up. Boo. Boo.
I won't have a bunch of bronies boo me.
We made you.
I know you did.
So for me, last year coming to Whinny City PonyCon, I was sitting at the gate in LAX, and I was flying with United. And the flight was initially supposed to take place, I think, around late 11, maybe around midnight. And it got delayed. And, I didn't think too much of it. I hear a dog.
There's a furry in there. That dog's not wearing a mask.
And
did you like that?
So so I was sitting there at the gate, and next thing I knew, there was nobody really around anymore. And I'm looking at the TV screens, and I'm like, it doesn't say my flight number or anything on it. And I'm like, everyone's gone. That's weird. What happened? And that's when I look again, and I'm like, I have a message saying my flight's delayed till 12:30 p.m.
Ooh.
It was a 12-hour delay. Ow. So I didn't get here until Friday night last year. I was not happy about that. That's the worst going to. I almost had a repeat of this last weekend when I went to MomoCon, as you all may have guessed by now. And I was in the process of rebooking my flight because there was weather in Denver where I was connecting, and they were like, oh, you're not going to make your plane. At first they said, don't worry, everyone flying to Atlanta, you're good. 10 minutes later, never mind, you're all bad. Come rebook. I was the first person in line to rebook. They're like, yeah, you're going to get to Atlanta at like 7 o'clock tomorrow night. I'm like, great, here we go again. Yeah. And then they go, no, you're good. Get on the plane. Get Get on the. What's happening right now? I've never had an airline go from. I've never had an airline where it was like that, where they're like, actually, you know what? We'll be able to make up some time. You'll be fine. I got on the plane. I made it. So yeah, worst, but probably the worst traveling experience was leaving a convention, and that's when I got stuck in Dallas-Fort Worth for a day, and that was all a mess. Like when we got stuck overnight. They said they didn't even want to give me a hotel, and I'm like, I need somewhere to stay. You're gonna kick me out of this terminal. Okay, we'll give you a hotel. They give me a voucher for a taxi ride. I go, how do I get back? And they're like, they have a shuttle. I go out to this taxi ride, get out to the hotel 45 minutes away.
Oh.
And then I get there, they go, you're from the airport? They didn't even ask us if we have rooms. Like, we have like one room left. I'm like, okay, I'm good. And they're like, yeah, hopefully they're not sending anyone else. And then I say, oh, by the way, what time's your shuttle to the airport? And they're like, they always tell people we have a shuttle. And it was like I had to spend $80 getting back, and they wouldn't do any kind of voucher or anything back for that. So I was very unhappy that time. Yeah. So yeah, there's been experiences.
What con was that flying from?
I can't remember which convention it was. Whatever it was, it involved me flying through Dallas. So it might have been BronyCon. But yeah, I just remember I have not had good experiences flying through Dallas with American Airlines. So thank you for letting us relive our terrible memories. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
This is the first time I'm meeting you guys in person.
Well, welcome. Can we get a round of applause? Is this your first con?
Hey. So this is for Ace and Saber.
Okay.
Can you tell me the story about the first time you met Lauren Faust? Please, and thank you.
No, this was a good question.
Now, you all might know Lauren Faust for working on the Powerpuff Girls, all right?
Yeah.
And Cats Don't Dance.
And Fosters.
Yeah,
And Fosters.
Fosters,
There you
too.
go. And something else.
What you don't know about is her work with the cartel.
Super DC. Yeah, right. She was one of the most vicious meth dealers in the tri-state county.
Rainbow Dash was a part of that.
She was. She was the Dawn.
That was a video.
So Lauren, we met Lauren. I've seen her at other conventions beforehand, and I've always had this kind of like, okay, I don't want to be desperate. Just let the person live their life. But we also joked about like, we don't make ourselves look like fools in front of her. And it was like what, BabsCon 2016.
It sounds right.
And she was there, and we hopped in the elevator. Race and I. We got these little like balloons. We were like doing like Star Wars fights.
Oh.
And your camera was not supposed to be recording, but it was.
It was on a tripod because we were leaving a panel, and I hadn't turned the camera off, and I didn't realize that it was still running.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was like, do 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 do, and I'm like, we're so stupid. And I'm like, it would be funny on our way up to our room if the door just opens and it's just Lauren there seeing us, playing with our balloons, and like literally the door opened, and that was her. And I don't know why, but like my soul like escaped from my body, and I was like, I got really quiet. I'm usually pretty, rambunctious and goofy and whatever, but at that point I'm just like the universe called me on that one. But she was cool though. She was laughing. She was like, "Oh no, don't have to stop it on my behalf."
Yeah, her handler was pretty
Lauren
cool.
Faust. So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was a good laugh, and probably the best first interaction we could ask for.
Right.
Yeah. This is my first interaction with me and you guys.
It's pretty good.
Welcome.
I don't want to embarrass myself from you.
Oh no, this is.
It'll be hard to embarrass yourself in front of us.
You're doing fine.
Yeah.
All right. We're the problem.
Yeah. So, out of curiosity, is this your first convention ever?
Yes.
It is. Wow.
There it is.
Welcome to con life.
How long have you been in the fandom?
Since 2014.
2014?
But I mostly kept it to myself.
Yeah, I
I
feel
wasn't
ya.
actually a part of the fandom itself exactly, but I just kept it to myself.
Yeah, we feel you. It's really cool to see you here. That's really neat. I hope you have a good time.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
Enjoy
thanks
yourself.
for your question.
Rest in peace, Brian.
Rest in peace. Hello.
Hi. This is my first convention as well.
Well, welcome. Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I love this.
I don't know any of your names.
Don't worry, my mom doesn't know my name. She's like the one with the brown hair.
My name is Aniego Montoya.
I already forgot that. So what was the worst trauma that your wife has like put you through? Or like the worst
Oh, that my wife's put me through.
Oh, his wife?
Yeah, his wife.
That she's put me through?
Yeah.
I thought you were asking what's the worst trauma you've had in your life, and I'm like, she came in swinging.
That she's put me through.
Usually it's the other way around.
Yeah, I was gonna say this
Or
would have been a
like
lot
all of
easier.
you.
Right.
No, well, again, she's very subtle at how she'll get back, and a lot of
She'll
times
put scorpions in his bed sheets.
Yeah, we share a bed, so
it's mutually assured.
yeah, right. No, but she, she, like I said, she'll do stuff during Who's Line because she's conveniently not here in person. So what are we gonna do when she's like, oh, this is the character you get stuck with? But no, I mean, honestly, it's hard for me to actually even think of like a funny answer for this because Sarah's been great. And I'm the one who puts her through the trauma constantly. Yeah, I'm starting to think. I think there was a video game that she had me play for Ready Player Dumb. She, like I said, she's subtle in how she gets me back. But you always got to keep an eye on her. You never know what's going to come around the corner.
Okay.
But thank you. But welcome to your first convention.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're growing a tail, by the way. Just letting you know. It's the first sign.
I think you're at the wrong convention.
Right. Okay. Right. 2 questions. One, what are your thoughts in general of Generation 5? And 2, in a few days, the Bridalwood stock special is going to be, it's going to come out on Netflix. Will there potentially be a Bronies React episode to that?
What was the last
Maybe,
Bronies
perhaps.
Well, it has been a while, hasn't it? Since,
a little.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
when was the last one? Like 20 years ago?
20 years ago. For the 80s, we were doing lots of Bronies React.
That's the 90s.
Don't say that.
You're making us feel old.
No, it wasn't that a thing? I recently heard someone talking about this where it was like, yeah, like someone referred to like, oh yeah, 20 years ago, and they're like, oh yeah, the 70s. And they're like
Dusty.
Oh my God. So I guess to start on with, I am looking to get a Bronies React going here. And I mean, would you guys like to see one to the new special coming out? Is that a...
Yeah.
Can you get that from me? I dropped it.
There it goes. Well,
toss it to me.
Yeah, I haven't looked a lot into what's to come. So we were just talking about this, like, oh yeah, there's episodes coming out.
They've been really weird about the release schedule.
Yeah.
But there's going to be the special, but there's also going to be like 6 episodes with that too.
Yeah.
And it's all technically part of the same season. So
but it's different chapters.
Different chapters.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So yeah, I mean, certainly what I typically do with a lot of this stuff is I'll at least film a reaction that I'm going to make to it in the event that it's like, oh yeah, this is something we're going to proceed with. So likely something's going to be coming out in that regard. The other question was about G5. Your thoughts on G5?
I like the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movie's been good.
Come on, be nice.
No. No, I think it's there's. Appreciate the question.
No, come back. I haven't given my opinion.
All right, Sober Quill. Let's hear it.
Okay, well, G5, I enjoyed the characters, except Sparky, and
I can vouch for that.
But there's that hanging question of, okay, what now? The conflict was we have to reunite the 3 pony tribes once again. They did that. What's next? Oh, okay, now we introduce this villain. Where it's going. But it's not a real sense of build. And I think more than anything, G5 has shown the Netflix model of release schedules can really take away the momentum of a show.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, for me, it's a lot of it that's been, I guess, on a disappointing level is just it's been the quality. A lot of it with like the animation, where obviously we started off with the movie and we were all like, oh my God, yes, we'll see what this follows up with. And this is the risk you take these days with, producing a show 3D versus 2D is that they kind of put themselves in a box where it's like, all right, you may have these assets from the movie, but you got to know how to use them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, at least I feel like from my opinion, I was thinking it was a struggle that first season. I was just like, man, I felt like there were things that they could have simplified to make things look better. And so that's been part of it. I'd like to see a pickup in the writing. And like you said, like we have a good foundation as far as the characters go, except for Sparky. But yeah, I think that's where I sit with it, where I would really like it to kind of step into the next gear. And Netflix, like when they kind of took over and it was their thing, like they had to know that this is going to be something that would be at least mildly scrutinized, and I hope they care. Is the thing.
That's your problem.
That's my problem. I asked too much. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have 2 questions.
Okay.
The first one is, if you could have your OC or equivalent put in one show, YouTube or high budget, what show would it be, and what would be like 2 sentences you would say just for anything?
Two sentences for what?
2 sentences in that show.
Oh, any show?
Any show, no matter the ratings, you can say anything.
My OC would be in Breaking Bad.
Which one?
And it would just be Walter. That's it. My pony OC, why not? Let's keep it fun.
My OC would be in Zootopia Plus. And what would I say?
For this panel, what would you say?
Thank you for reminding me. No,
on a Christian panel.
It would just be me, just probably in the background, being like,
Judy Hopps.
Keep it cool, yeah. I would just keep repeating Judy Hopps for 2 full sentences. Judy.
I would have my OC be in Game of Thrones. First thing I'd say is to just pop out of the garden and say, "Don't listen. They're deceiving you. They're lying." And also, hey, has anyone seen my Starbucks cup?
Adventure Time, and I'd probably just say something like, "Oh my glob."
Oh my god.
Oh my glob. All right. What would your OC?
What would you do?
Yeah.
Technically, I would go into probably Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, okay.
And I would just go, well, I got to steal the Cooper Thief. I got to steal the Cooper Thief book again. God dang it, Sly.
That's pretty good.
Very nice.
I'm Wreck-It
Very nice.
Ralph, and I wreck things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello. So,
Hi.
As a writer, I've been looking over drafts that I have sitting in a Google Drive.
Mhm.
So I'm curious, is there any project that you left on the cutting room floor that you wish you had finished?
A lot.
A lot?
I have a lot. And part of it for me is that, I mean, I'm ADHD. That defines me, but it's just part of who I am. I make a lot of ideas because it feels good to come up with ideas, but at the same time, I hate doing it because I know how many of them I can't get to. Part of that process is the production, knowing, okay, what step of the way do I need to fix this so it can actually be actualized? And for me, it's been research and writing, and I have a lot of ideas that are just kind of in that nebulous brainstorming phase. I'm like, that'd be a good video. That'd be a good video. That could be a good video. But I want to make sure it's good. I want it to be this level of quality. And I get choice paralysis where I'm like, I'm not ready. I'd rather it just be in the void for now. I'll come back to it when I can, which I'm getting better at. But yeah, I've got too many ideas. I went to the cutting room floor. As far as there's just scrapping projects, I do that too. I'm like, okay, get rid of it. We missed our window, but yeah, a lot.
You guys got any?
I think I mentioned this at MomoCon, but
Are we boring you? Jeez, who are you beyond? Leave right now. Mom? MomoCon.
Yeah, it was the Walking with Dinosaurs video I was gonna do, and I might still do it at some point. but like I have like a whole script ready and everything, but just never like finished it.
There should be a sequel called Running from Dinosaurs.
Right.
Yeah,
That's Chased by Dinosaurs.
That's right.
Josh Scorcher and I wrote out a review of a My Little Pony comic, The Revenge of Everfree. It was a little two-parter. But of all things, the new season started up right away, and of course, when a new season, everyone sort of shifts focus. You have to keep up, or in my case, keep 3 weeks behind. But I could always come back to that. I think I could. I have to change some things. Josh Scorcher should be a father as of today.
Is he a priest?
That. Well, he does say "Oh God" whenever he hears one of my puns.
How is the old rascal?
I thought that was going to be a much dirtier joke.
How's Joshua Scorcher doing?
Yeah.
Well, he is doing well, but his wife Ari is pregnant with twins, and they had a C-section scheduled for today. I mean, I should cut this story short, but.
Well, yeah.
So there may be two more.
You don't see what he's talking about.
There may be two more Scorchers on the planet by days end.
Oh boy. There you go.
Oh, 6 more days. Okay, so not yet, but it's coming.
It's gonna happen. So for me, there's actually been a number of things that I've been collecting footage for over the last couple of years that I want to start putting out. It's there's some footage that I've been grabbing when Sarah and I have been going on some vacations where I've put out a couple already. I know I keep using that same phrase, but
you do. Stop it.
I put out a couple of the cruise vlogs that we've done, which I've had a lot of fun editing in the past, and I have 2 now on the back burner that I want to edit. And then there's also just some general like vacation stuff of us going around, going camping, just grabbing footage from all that. Then I'm like, all this stuff's just compiling in a folder right now. I want to do something with it, but the folder just keeps getting bigger, and I got to start doing some work with it. Which one thing that happens with me is that I'll have these ideas for projects I want to do after I finish this project. But then this project, I just never can finish, and then all the other ones keep waiting. So once I get that project out of the way, there's one vlog that I have in the works right now in particular, and it was actually, do we have any Black Griffin fans out there? Yeah? Do we have any Claire Corlett fans out there? Well, they got married, so as I know, right? This happened a while ago now, and I have a vlog from that whole weekend where this guy jumped out of an airplane. Yeah,
it was the one that blew up over the ocean.
So yeah, we went skydiving and whatnot, and gonna put a vlog together with all that stuff. So
it was scary.
But yeah, I'm working on finishing that one. And then once that's out of the way, then I can start focusing on some other stuff here in the future. So, yeah, sometimes things just, you try to get them out, and they just won't go. So good luck with your work.
Good luck.
All right.
Taylor, do you see this? He's got a plushie.
I have that same one.
Nice.
Well, then why are you looking at it like you're going to steal it?
Right. You need to go bike lock on that.
All right.
Hello.
Hi. 2 quick questions. So first, how genuine are the reactions of the Bronies when you film the Bronies Reacts?
Well, he gives us the scripts, and we have a little bit of...
I write every line that they have to say.
Right. Look, do I have to rate this boss?
Look, the gun he's pointing at me off screen, I'm convinced that's loaded, so I'm being pretty dang genuine. Thank you very much.
Oh, G5's not that bad. Come on.
I mean, he gives us bullet points. He's like, here's the things we're reacting to. As in
bullet
point.
points.
Yeah, but no, it's like, okay, what are your thoughts about the show? Anything that you really liked? What did you not really care for? Just general thoughts. But he's pretty open-ended with letting us just do whatever we want, except leave the show. We can't do that. I'm stuck.
Yeah, and so as far as ever since the series became a thing, I've always wanted each individual person to effectively, hey, do your thing. Like, let the audience see you. And so, because I've had people ask me before, like, how long does it take you to write the scripts for all these, and I'm like, write the script. I don't write scripts for my own videos that are just me. But as far as like the genuine like reaction, for me, I can speak on, because I know some people, what they'll do is they'll go through, they'll watch, and then kind of compile like, here's things I want to comment on, and then they go back and record. For me, when I'm doing it, I end up with 4 hours of recording, because what I'm doing is I'm watching it first time. So my reactions are to me seeing this bit of content for the first time. I mentioned earlier about the G5 special that's coming out, and how I don't know yet exactly what we're going to do with it, but because I don't know, I'm going to record myself for whatever I may use that for. So yeah, as far as like, I know for some people they do first time reactions, and others they'll kind of go back and make notes of stuff that they want to hit upon. So yeah, it's a mixed bag, but yeah. And then did you say, silver? Yes.
Well, actually, I could speak for someone who's not here. Dusty Cat talks about how when he watches, he'll write down his thoughts and events, and then he'll record the reactions for the show.
That's his style. He's very
style.
formal.
Yeah, I like to play it, and everything I say is in just impromptu reaction to that, and maybe with a little bit of reflection later on, I record again. But yeah, usually I just try to react to what's right in front of me. You're right in front of me. Hello.
It's funny going back on Dusty. He has a notepad where he's written everything down, which you guys don't often see, maybe in the bloopers from time to time. And he'll flip a page and be like, okay, 17 minutes in, Pip does a thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that. Like, I'll just get this, like, okay, you know where to put that? All right, good.
Dusty's he's a performer. He really takes it to heart. Like, he does not shoot from the hip. He plans things out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's just his creative style.
There's one funny story also that comes from Dusty, where there was, I think it was to the episode 100 React, and he did a bit where he jumped an inflatable shark on his motorcycle.
That's right.
And everyone was like, wow, Black Griffin, that's so cool that you did that. And he's like, I hate you guys.
That was me. It should have been me.
But yeah. So did you say you had another question?
Yes, and this is to Race specifically. In the season 4 finale reacts, at one point, Race, you were waving a match, and then you dropped it. Did you actually set fire to something when that happened? Was that like real, or was that planned?
Combo. So I was aware that having a match in my room could be a bad idea. Don't play with matches, kids.
Or adults.
So what I did was I had set up I had a desk light that I set up at the on the ground, and I put my foot on the switch, and I had to, it's one of those like scroll switches, so I had to like flick it with my toe, and I did have the match lit, and I was able to get the light on, so that all worked out real good. But when I chucked it into my trash can, I was like, oh, it's starting to light up. So, all right, into the bit. Yeah, I've done some stupid things over the years, but my policy is as long as the camera's rolling, let's do some stupid stuff. So.
How much damage did you do to that room?
I've done a lot of damage to many rooms. So, yeah. But, yeah, thank you for your questions.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Hello.
Howdy. So this is more of an open-ended question for everyone. So when you first started watching the show and you first realized, hey, you know what, I really like this, and you decided to join the fandom, what were your immediate thoughts? Like when you first realized that you started enjoying the show?
Yo, what? No one can ever know.
This isn't an 18-plus panel?
Bailey, what were you thinking?
I don't know. It's been so long now, it's hard to remember.
Back in
Because it was like 2011.
2011.
Yeah.
Back in the Great War.
Back in my day.
The Dixie. I was excited. I was like, that was around the time where it felt like the internet was starting to become more mainstream. And folks were like, memes. And I was like, yeah, memes. I've been on this internet stuff for years, and they're finally catching up. And And at the same time, I guess I was kind of like, oh, cool, animation's kind of coming back to life in a way with like Adventure Time, regular show, and Ponies.
Right.
And I saw like the cool creative, like, you know, just community popping up with Ponies and it's the meme energy. And I'm like, I want in on this. And I was excited and also kind of like emboldened because like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Walmart. I want to buy a pony figure and I'm gonna follow this DeviantArt tutorial to like trim up Rainbow Dash's hair to make it look more, which I still have that figure in my office. I use like hairspray and it's still, you know, to this day.
It's perfectly
like mummified. So no, I was excited. It was a little bit of that, you know, trepidatious or what's the word?
Trepidatious?
Whatever. I was scared, you know, but I was a little bit apprehensive. But then I was like, yeah, screw it, this is fun, and I never looked back.
I know that.
Yeah.
I ran up that shot and I never looked back.
You just keep driving at that point.
Right. I again, this was I got into the show just around, just before season 2 started, and I was aware that there was content being made around the show. That was my initial sightings of My Little Pony was online, and then it was after Sarah had me watch an episode, and I was like, oh, I'll check this out, maybe the first episode, and then I ended up watching the whole thing. And the word you used, emboldened, there was kind of this feeling, and it was a lot of fun too, especially
contagious.
in the early years of the fandom. There was a lot of blowback against the fandom, where there was a lot of people that were like, "Oh, we don't get it," and that scares us, and we hate it.
News articles.
I mean, it was on the news. It was popping up all over.
There's still like news channels that'll be like, it's they're called Bronies. I'm like it's been 10 years.
I was going to say they're once in a blue moon now, though.
They sound like these freaks. I'm like, how about you get a calendar, you idiot? You know?
I mean, it was what 5 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago when I was here in Chicago for the Steve Harvey show on the Is It Weird segment, and everyone's in there like clutching their pearls like, oh my God, this guy likes a cartoon.
Pearls made from the other lady.
And for those that don't know, I was on the Steve Harvey show, but it was the same. What's that? But you're still sitting there, yawning away. No. And it's but there was that feeling behind the whole fandom where it was like,
we're not
this
alone.
is fun. Yeah, like we're in this together. And it was, I mean, obviously it's still fun, but there was even like, I don't know, there was a whole another layer to it where it wasn't just like, hey, we're getting together, we're having a good time. There was also like, it felt like, oh man, we're showing them, whoever them is, here we are. So.
The psychiatrist on the Steve Harvey show.
That
guy was such a punk.
You're regressive.
I want to punch his dumb little teeth in. I'm serious. That guy, he only won because of teleprompters telling the audience to clap. But he's like, well, you're regressing at everything else. I'm like, go, never mind.
I was just so happy though that Steve came to my side.
Yeah, the full interview is great.
Yeah, I had to work that angle because they're like, just don't say it's weird, and I'm like, I always start off with the
it's strange.
Yeah, so this is weird, and they're like, yeah, just don't say that. I'm like, how do I tell Steve? And I had my methods of getting it conveying to him, like, oh no, we get it, and yeah.
Has Steve Harvey sold out hard, right? Because he was one of the kings of comedy. And now it's like TV show. That's not too surprising, I guess. But like, I don't know. Is it weird that you sold out, Steve? You know, how about that?
How dare you make money?
Let's discuss this. Is that weird?
What's that?
No, let's discuss this. Is this weird?
Is this weird? Right?
It's all weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm totally jaded about it.
I don't come to these places not expecting to be a little weird.
Oh, weird's fun.
Well, that's why.
For God's sakes, I'm in a green suit up here.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's weird, but we're having a hell of a time.
Right.
Right. It's like you said, emboldened.
Yeah. So
we're having fun.
Yeah, I enjoy continuing to see all this going. Everyone that's here helping to continue to support conventions going on. I want to stress this again. Charlie, Michelle, their team.
The champions.
Yeah, they constantly putting on fantastic conventions.
They run the tightest ship. They care a lot.
Yeah. So Whinny City, Ponyville Cider Fest. Those are conventions I'll always recommend to people.
Mm-hmm.
And
is Charlie here in the room to hear us? Get him in here,
yeah,
but don't tell him.
Yeah.
We
We'll
want
say
him
that
to
again.
hear. We want him to hear us talking about him being awesome.
Naturally.
So he can go to the cons.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
All right, we're gonna get these questions for certain.
Yes,
Right?
yes,
Is
we
this
will
gonna be
close the line.
favorite cereal now?
No, I have a non-pony question though. When you eat a s'more, how do you like your marshmallow toasted?
See again. All right.
The
Yeah. Good
marshmallow
question. Right.
With the bones. I see fire and I'm like, I don't care about the marshmallow. I just want to burn this thing. And I'm like a wizard. I'm like, with a little fiery marshmallow. Whoosh.
Were you the
fling
kid
it.
that flicked it and it went flying?
Yeah.
And you're like fireball.
Yeah, I went, because I mean, it's fire. It's fun.
I say kid. I know you probably still do it.
Last week.
Yeah.
No, I want to burn that thing to a crisp, and I did a little s'more maneuver where it's like slide it right off.
Ooh.
So yeah, crisp it up.
Yeah, I like it like kind of crispy. More like golden brown kind of, I would say.
Mine's molten lava.
What about you?
Well, you see, I want the white stuff to just be running down my face. Oh, right. This isn't the After Dark panel. No. I will go just slightly toasted as well, but soft and fits well in my mouth. Okay, I can't do that.
Do you see why? Do you see why we can't do the innuendo game?
It's the graham crackers.
No, I like it maybe to a golden brown, but I like it nice and squishy and melty and borderline liquidy. Does this all just sound bad?
The thing is, okay, the thing about s'mores, though, is there's no way to get away from them without having sticky fingers, which I hate sticky stuff. So, like, I don't know. It's like, as soon as I'm done, I'm just like, dump water on the fire and then dump it on my hands. I'm out of here.
I'm done.
What about you?
Yeah.
I set them on fire.
Yeah, there you
Set
go.
them on
See,
fire.
See, I'm talking to you. I'm like, she gets it.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Right. Do you use like little like coat hangers or whatever, where you like stretch them out and use them, or you actually use like real little metal sticks you buy
We
from the
have
store?
like legitimate s'more like sticks,
Uh-huh.
like bougie like that.
I went
Wow.
out one time to like the forest and I got like some sticks. And I was like, okay, I'll use a stick for the s'more. And I kind of did the little bark thing, and a bunch of bugs came out. I'm like, Ugh! I'm like, God, I'm not hungry anymore.
I'm not made for nature.
Right.
Well, thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Two good questions.
Another food question, if you don't mind.
So, for AC Race Best about Bronies React, so obviously what we see in the show, you've edited, but I'm really curious, like, sometimes they have like, oh, I bet you somebody's going to say this, so-and-so is going to say this, or more funny when two people have the exact same reaction to the exact same thing.
Right.
How often does that happen? Does that happen more than we see? That you're like, oh, there were two actions that were the same, but you only leave one in? Does that happen a lot?
There are times. Sometimes I'm able to line it up where it immediately comes across well. But there'll be a lot of other times where there'll be a lot of the same opinion or similar comments where it's like I only need one of these. But I always love the comedic factor where someone will do the exact same joke. We've seen it a couple times.
I love that.
I tend to do this a lot with Gabe, actually. Where
we need like a director's cut, extended cut, right?
Oh, right. I'm sure that's what people are like. This hour and a half Bronies React isn't long enough. But no,
no, for the Patreon. Make it
there
pay
you go,
for it.
Patreon. Join my Patreon. But yeah, no, it does happen. But most of the time, you'll see it when it's there because I'm like, how do I not put this in? But no, thank you for asking. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
The final two questions.
First off, I want to say it's nice to meet you, Saber, after you couldn't make it here last year.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. It's good to be back. It really is. So thank you for that. Thank you.
Second,
Yes.
sorry.
It's okay.
Go for it.
Second, you probably get this question a lot.
Here we
but
go.
I'm just going to change it up a little.
Okay.
Who is best pony in G5?
Who is best pony in what?
In G5.
In G5.
I like the e-girl one.
Pip.
Pip. Yeah, Pip's great. It's funny because like I'm like Sunny. I'm like she's kind of boring, and I'm like Pip's a lot of fun. I think Pip's like she's the glue of the show. Yeah, she's a horse. So.
Yeah.
But
hey, I got good news. There's a voice actress here that they probably get a kick out of.
Who? Bill Burr.
AJ.
Applejack's here. Sweet. No, but Pip's my favorite so far. I think she's fun. I like how unapologetically, cringe that she is. So yeah, I like her.
It's Zip for me.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm Rainbow Dash, but but a bit more even keeled.
Well, that's good, right? That's
Yeah,
good.
I guess so.
Right? You can accept that.
Paley, do you still like Izzy?
Yeah, I still like Izzy. I still think
She feels a bit
Yeah, I think she's better in the movie.
Yep.
Yeah, but like I still like her a lot.
The Quill of Silver. What about you?
Well, since everyone's taken a lot of the good options, I'll go with Misty.
Misty.
Oh yeah, Misty's good. Yeah.
All right, okay. 2 questions and we got to bounce.
We got a big bounce.
Hey,
Again.
Hello.
I've been hearing this thing for too long. Saber, you think Bill Cipher's more powerful, and AC, you think Discord's more powerful.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's a who would win.
Yeah, this is for like a who would win.
I think the reason why Bill Cipher would win is Bill Cipher is a lot more like, I won't hesitate to destroy somebody.
So he's basically like the devil himself.
And I went to the devil himself, but more of like he's more chaotic evil, while Discord is just chaotic neutral. So I think if Bill had Fluttershy, Discord would probably do something about it. But Bill Cipher, you can just tell he's like, I am ready to mess things up. And Discord's proven before that in his hubris, he'll screw up and lose his powers. So yeah, take that.
Yeah.
What do you think, Racy?
I agree with what you say. No, to be honest, really? Well, it's funny because I feel like sometimes on the Who Would Win panels, I'll be like, I'm just going to argue with you for the sake of fight. And no, I agree though. Like with Bill, there's the evil factor there, where Discord's kind of more mischievous.
Yep.
And I feel like
He's more of a low-key type of character.
I feel like Discord would be like, haha, you're this plant
You're
now.
banana
and that's
now.
funny.
Right. We'll save it for some other panel. But yeah.
Well, we do. If you want to continue this conversation, we're going to have a podcast panel. That is tomorrow, right? Semi-perfect podcast panel, and that's even more open-ended with the questions. Bring it all. Ask us about cereal and marshmallows and all that stuff
cereals.
there. We go.
She's like, I'm gonna ask them about their favorite bread next.
We go over all types of media for that one. So that one's going to be tomorrow. You'll see it in the schedule. Semi-perfect podcast panel, and we'll handle more of these questions. Maybe some Who Would Wins.
One more thing.
Yes.
Can I take a photo with you guys?
Yes, after this panel.
Yes.
We'll be hanging out.
Thank you.
And then the final question.
Okay.
No pressure.
How did you guys meet?
How did we meet?
During the war.
FarmersOnly.com.
Ponies. We met online. I met Paleo because we had a similar video we did.
When YouTube still had messaging.
Right,
Yeah.
YouTube messages. I remember it 10,000 years ago. And then we met via YouTube messaging because he asked me a question about like some song I used in the video. And he's like, what song was that? I'm like, it's Gandalf's Fall from Lord of the Rings. And then I said, well, I'm not sure. I think we must have crossed paths at conventions.
We crossed swords several times.
Right. When we battled.
He usually bumped me in the shoulder, muttered sorry, and kept moving. No.
I was a
No,
pirate. Posting cringe.
As I recall, yeah, we would be at conventions, but there wasn't a lot of overlap. I mean, reviewers were kind of the no one wants to admit we're in the fandom, I think.
They sat at the table in the lunchroom that we're like...
Yeah, I was with the cool kids. But eventually it was through Twitter that Ray Spence reached out to me and said, hey, I like the humor of your videos. Would you like to try a Bronies React? And I think we went from there.
Yeah.
And
So as I was recording this thing, I thought, oh, God, I can't screw this up. I just got it.
I always love when people hold such high regard to my opinion of them. And I'm like, I'm in no spot to have that power. But thank you for your question. And again, welcome.
Thank you.
And folks, that's going to be a wrap here. Bronies React panel. Thank you all for coming. As a reminder, there's going to be a community guest meet and greet a little bit later on today. Don't miss Who's Line. Trust me, Who's Line will be tomorrow, 1 to 2:30 here in main events. It'll be just after the script reading. And yeah, we'll be seeing you guys all around the convention. Thank you for coming out.
What's on the screen? Is that Zelda? Is that Breath of the Wild 2?
Yeah.
Is that Breaking Bad 2?
You all enjoy your convention. We'll see you around.
Bye. Later.
Meanwhile, later. It's a nice dolphin. Have you gotten to enjoy the dolphin Pokemon?
Oh yeah, like I've been waiting for it for so long. I was like, if they don't do it this generation, and they don't do it in generation 10, I'm just gonna get it.
Once you are Oh, wow. Hi.
Hey.
I was yelling. I didn't expect a microphone. That's my bad.
There you go.
Once you're finished writing on those cards, go ahead and hand them to my assistant up here, Do the Daring Do.
Just watch for the cowboy hat. Just look for it.
Yeah, look for the cowboy hat. It will come to you, and it will collect your cards, and if you want to fold them in half, save them some time, blah, 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 blah.
Nah, that's service.
So welcome to OC Shuffle. Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I have no talent. I'm Thoth Penswell. Anyway, I'm one half of Riff Ponies, one half of the TrotCon social media team. I don't know why you invite me onto this. I'm not an artist, but you are the artist, and you're the main one here because you have all the shuffling up talent here. Explain who you are.
I am Nevalin. I invite you on this panel because you are funny, good sir.
That's a lie.
And I need banter partners.
Okay, fair.
So, I'm Nevalin. I'm a community guest at this here Whinny City 2023. I do a lot of artwork. I do a lot of content creation. I try to make panels that center around art and are at least kind of amusing.
At least a 5 out of 10. I give it a giggle, at least.
A giggle, at least. A short inhale out the nose.
Out of 10. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, well, currently waiting on visuals.
Yeah, that's all we're missing right now. In the meantime, raise your hand if you've ever been to or seen an OC Shuffle Up before. All right, a good number of you.
I was going to say, you were the only one that didn't raise your hand.
I thought it was self-explanatory.
Also, we have horse.
All of them.
We have horse sign.
Oh, we did it.
We did it.
All right.
Thank you, AV team.
Thank you so
You're
much.
working
We love
really
you.
hard this weekend. We love you.
All righty. So what happens is you fill out those trait cards. We already got a few. We can go ahead and get those into Thoth's hands so we can get our traits rolling here. And you're just going to fill those out, and anything we pick has to be added to this cute pony here. This has never been hosted on main stage. That's why we have an assistant up there. It's pretty experimental right now.
if this is borderline experimental. All right. So, would you like the first trait?
Yes.
All righty. Muscles.
Muscles.
If that does not, in parentheses, if that does not work, bat ears. What are you thinking? Muscles?
Muscles or bat ears? I can do either one of those, but bat ears are cuter, and I don't want to fly right off the handle right on the first one.
I mean, that's the idea of the panel, but you you're going to do bat ears?
We'll do bat ears. You gave me a choice. I chose the easy one.
Okay, fair. I was going to say that pony could have been swole, and you deprived that.
Just
from
for
him.
the sake of it, we're also going to do a 6-pack.
Okay.
There we go. Those are muscles.
Muscless. He's got, you know what it is? It's not muscles. It's one of those muscle tees that the dudes at the beach have, like the painted on muscles, the 6-pack. Yes, exactly. It's like Ed, and Eddie when they have the pencil chest hairs. Anyway, we have plenty of time to talk about cartoons. Long snoot.
Long snoot. That is easy. I appreciate this.
Let me do it for you.
You're making this job so easy for me.
I credit the card for that. That was on there. I appreciate it.
Oh. It's an anteater pony now.
Exactly. Look at that. See, that's it. That's
not long
longer.
enough. How many O's were on there?
Let me see.
I saw multiple O's.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 O's. So that's a 17 O's long nose. This is your interpretation of Disney's Pinocchio. Look at this. This is Guillermo del Toro designed this creature.
I'm going to need a longer canvas at this rate.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I don't even know where the mouth would go in
make
this
it
situation.
really long. I want him to have a big, long mouth. Give it. Yes, absolutely. Okay. All right, we got it. And a tongue. The tongue's so tiny to the really long mouth.
This doesn't look good.
Oh no, it's already off to a good start.
It's like the world's most emphasized duck face.
Flamingo legs.
Oh, we're on theme. I need a reference.
You need a reference? Fine
They have like the
flamingo.
little really
Oh.
thin legs, right?
Yeah, they do have thin. They have big like pencil legs.
They skip
Exactly.
leg day.
You know, but he didn't. He has the 6-pack.
You don't get a 6-pack on leg day.
No. In my world, I
Everyone
do.
knows you don't get a 6-pack on leg day.
It's true.
Perfect.
Good. Oh my God.
I'll do
Oh,
a little
no.
bit better than that. Did you just call him Good Boy Pens?
He whistled at me like a dog. Thank you, Dewey. All right. No. Oh. Are you going to give it all flamingo legs or just the front?
We'll do just the front, because that's
This-
funnier.
How is this pony going to stand? I'm.
Look, they clearly have like the core strength there.
That's true. That's true. They can do it.
Yep. It's all in the back.
Snake tail.
Snake tail.
You're making a regular chimera here, but terrible.
A snake is nothing but a tail.
Yes. Do it. Snake.
I'm interpreting this as the tail is a snake.
Is a snake. Yeah, I was gonna say you have a choice here. You made the right choice.
And it's gonna be a cute snake too.
Nice.
It's gonna have like the little beady eye.
Nice.
Really small.
I'm a snake. I'm a snake.
Perfect. All right, I'm ready for the next one.
Next, big beard black. So big black beard.
Big black beard. Stop whistling at him. That is so disrespectful.
Listen, these are not the streets of New York. You can't do that to me. Okay? Yes, I am. Yes. All right. That's a big beard.
It's big.
Big beard.
It's a beard.
This could be Charlie's OC. Can we give this to him after this?
I'll print it out and give it to him.
Sure. Let's do it.
He'll wonder why. I don't think he'll like it.
You know what else is an iconic Charlie Worthley look? Pancake on face.
Ah, yes, I remember that.
I remember that iconic moment. Oh. Now, very nice, very nice. You're looking at art. This is peak performance. You may not like it, but this is what it looks like. So, are you? Oh, does that have butter on it?
It has the syrup.
Pony with the butter on his head. Butter pony.
A little bit of drippy
A
syrup.
little bit. Don't talk about the syrup. All right. This will be fun, Nevi. 5 different wings. Find a spot for it.
Define different.
5 different. They didn't elaborate. They wrote one
5
sentence
different
on the piece
wings.
of paper, Nevi.
You don't get to do one. You're the assistant.
You don't get to do the daring do one.
Fine, I'll take it since you say
Okay.
that I want to.
Okay, that's 1 wing. 1 wing angel.
1 wing.
1 wing.
2 wing. That one's just not very visible. It makes sense to have it on
3
the other
wing.
side, doesn't it? Bat wing underneath.
You could give the snake wings.
That's true. We could give the snake
Let the
wings.
snake fly. He will look very interesting when he's trying to fly, though. I will say that. Okay. How many? He's dead already.
That's a loaded question.
He's already dead. There's the wings. You got it. And they're in reverse. Exactly. This is a very aerodynamic pony and snake and flamingo legs and snoot. His nose needs wings, absolutely. Yes. They're their
Wings
own
going in all directions.
They're their own wingspan. Good.
All right.
All right. Oh my God, what is that? I don't know if I legitimately don't know if you can do this. You want to read it?
Sure. Hideously deformed clump of Shadow the Hedgehog as a conjoined twin.
Good. Figure it out. He did the thinking. Oh, he's gonna do it. He's putting his pen to paper. Okay. What's your favorite Shadow the Hedgehog quote, Nevi?
Where's that Chaos Emerald?
Gun noise.
Gun noise.
Hello, I'm Ian Hanlon. That's my favorite Shadow quote. Yes, exactly. I love when Shadow said that in Rainbow Road Trip. There you go.
He's deformed because he's stuck to a pony, and I'd say that he's pretty hideous
I
because I don't know how to draw.
I like his wall his eyes going in different directions.
Yes, exactly.
That means he can shoot straight. He's a real straight shooter. I like that about Shadow and whoever this is. What are you doing now?
Let's get some red in there.
You're
since
getting
it's
some
Shadow.
red and black.
Yep.
Okay. That means he's a great
Red.
OC. You're making a great OC right now.
On second thought.
No. All maroon. Yeah. Listen, it takes a while to realize. You got it. Look at this. Imagine, it's true. Listen, he's got a smile, he's got a long snoot, he's really happy about it. And he has Shadow the Hedgehog. And really, that's all we could ask for.
There we go. I'd
Yeah.
say that's a good Shadow.
Yep, there we go. Bible accurate extra wings. So, biblically accurate.
We already did that.
We kind of
Were
did.
you paying attention?
Put eyeballs on the put eyeballs on the wings.
Every time we do OC Shuffle, there has to be a pony that just has entirely too many wings.
It's true. Listen, they have to be. Rainbow Dash has wings, and she's cool. That makes him 7 times the amount of cool. And pancakes. You got this. Wait. Oh man.
Oh, man.
We got multiple. It
I think
sounds
this will
like.
be the last one on this one.
Okay.
Since we are on
got
a
one
time
more, and
crunch.
we've got more suggestions coming too. Thank you, Dewey. Oh, you're not gonna whistle at me anymore. Yep, exactly. No, I'll do what I want. I'm on the stage. I have the microphone. You don't. Who's the bully now? Oh, I'm Thoth. I'm a big bully. I'm the big. That's what they'd say about Riff ponies. Oh no. Okay. Are you ready?
It's not biblically accurate
Not
until
bibble.
it has too many eyes.
Put the bibble all
There we
over
go.
him. I remember this chapter in the Bible. This was in the New Testament.
I feel scared.
You should be, because the final suggestion is all the colors. All of the color. You got to color them in now.
How many colors is all the colors?
16 million.
It sounds about right. I don't think I have time for all of the colors.
Hey,
but
where are the name? When are we going to name this? We need name cards. Dewey, did you give me name cards? Okay.
yes, we also name them at the end. There are
Yes.
name cards.
I only see trait cards.
I forgot to do the names.
Uh-oh, it's okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, find some names real quick while we're adding. Oh my God, I look back up and it's just like a Sierra Mist can going on up here. And now red.
It's a lot of colors.
Okay.
Hey,
He
that's
dipped
a lot of colors.
You got a lot of wings. Shush.
Shush.
And they were sitting in Cheeto dust.
Yep,
Okay.
yep,
Good.
normal.
Good.
Brony
Normal.
behavior.
No, typical brony behavior, exactly.
There's going to be blue there,
Dabba-dee-dabba.
black there. Black is a color.
It is a color. It's true.
White is also a color.
It's true. Are you going to color now? Are you going to color the pancake the proper color, or are you going to make it like an irradiate? Okay,
I will color it the
it's
proper
blue
color.
now. It's blue now. All right, it's a blue pancake. What else we got?
And butter.
And the butter on his head.
Look at his nose.
Look at his nose. Purple-
Sorry, I only speak in
outdated memes.
Yeah.
He's got Twilight's wings on his head. There you go. His forehead is a princess. And he's got more Twilight wings.
I think I underestimated just how many colors all of the colors is. This pony was supposed to be done several moments ago.
Hey, listen, we still need names for it. So what about his flamingo legs?
It's a pink flamingo leg, so.
Pink flamingo. Okay.
All right.
We have names.
Just need one name.
One name.
Just one?
Just one name.
You select.
Well, we only have one name up here.
Okay.
That's a trait.
All right. Let's see. You read it. You read it. You did this.
Pip, 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 pip.
It's about 14. Yeah, thank you. It's about 14 utterances of pip. So.
You know that I always write this out, right?
Oh no. There you go. Pip. Oh, you're gonna have to make this canvas size bigger. It goes off the dot. Very nice. This name's gonna give me anxiety. Ip.
Pip, 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 pip.
Ip. There it is. There you go. And that's Charlie Worthley's new OC. There he is.
Yeah. Congratulations to Charlie
Can
on
you
his
see
new
it
OC.
by the beard? I could see the resemblance is stunning.
There's a beard.
Right. There's the beard. We did it.
There's a beard.
We did
That's
it,
all
everyone.
it takes.
Pip, 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 pip. Next pony.
Next pony is gonna be this.
Are those names? Name? Okay, put them there.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Oh. Cool. All right.
So I had the idea
must be
to
a
make
really
these
unfun
bases
game.
ahead of time this time. You can see that I didn't do that.
Hey, listen.
If you were going to run this panel, I would suggest doing.
This is a panel where the rules don't matter, and the rules don't matter. Yep, exactly. I know. That's why they pay me the big bucks. So, you ready, Nevi?
I will be in just a moment. Actually, go ahead and tell me. Maybe I'll be efficient.
Romantically involved with ketchup.
There's a really easy way to do that.
There is a really easy way to do that.
No.
Listen.
No, that's asking too much.
Listen, he's just working on his student film. He needed all that ketchup. Okay? It does have to be Heinz.
I am not going to draw any differentiation between Heinz ketchup and other ketchup.
Oh, come on, man. Don't you you got to represent the Hunt's ketchup fans. It's the only other brand. Other than like what? The Stop and Shop brand, the store brand? You don't want that. Great value ketchup. I heard French's. That's true. That's true. They also do mustard. That's what I know them for.
Just to be.
Anyway, welcome to the condiment discussion hour. What condiments do you guys like? That's not a condiment. Oh. What other condiments do we like? Okay. I mean, fair. What about the one that nobody can pronounce? Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Did I get that? Did I get that right? There's tartar sauce. There's ketchup. Ketchup.
Ketchup.
You did it. Yep. All right.
All right.
It looks like the Joker. It looks like Heath Ledger. You want to know how I got these scars? Sharp hamburger.
All right, I'm ready for the next one.
A pet platypus. Is the platypus also eating ketchup? I'm getting more names. What? Mike.
Hey, just real quick, while he's working on that, whenever you finish a trait or a name, just put your hand up and I'll come to you.
Let me do the work.
Thank you for the public service announcement, Dewey. I appreciate it. Okay. Now, what's the platypus's name?
Perry.
It's Perry. Oh.
Hey, Rip.
There we go.
We did it.
We did it. All right, next.
Next up.
A bunch of hats stacked on top of each other. We're in real Team Fortress 2 hours here. No, are you going to? Oh, that's cheating.
There's no such thing as cheating.
I mean, yeah, there's no such thing as cheating in OC Shuffle Up. It's true.
Change canvas size. I know how to use my stuff.
Maybe this is a tutorial of what is this?
Clip Studio Paint.
Clip Studio Paint. I
There
knew
it
that.
is.
There you
I can
go.
read.
There you go. He can read, and I know what program this is. I'm an artist. Look at this. Oh, my God. You've given a lot of headroom.
Literally.
Ha, ha. And hat. Look, it's Do the Daring Do. Hat. That's true, but will we find you with all of these hats? Okay, I don't believe you. I don't believe it. Yep, it's you're cloning the hats. There you go. This is right. This is yeah, right. This is Doug Dimmadome's favorite pony. There we go. Okay. Oh, you got to connect them all.
Yep.
Yep.
As you can tell, our art standards here are very, very high
Listen,
on this panel.
you have artistic integrity. If you didn't have artistic integrity, we would be making "Don't Call Blank" at 3 a.m. videos. You know, we'd be millionaires.
Can we do that instead?
Could we? We could. We could do a sleepover panel. Dorsal spikes.
Is that like the thing that dolphins and sharks have?
That's the thing. Yeah, like think Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Do you not know Godzilla?
Who's Godzilla?
Okay, we're gonna have a discussion after this.
I know who
panel.
Godzilla is.
Okay,
but
give him spikes.
What kind of spikes?
Sharp ones.
Like this?
Yes. He's like an armadillo now.
He's a crown.
Don't touch. He's a crown. He's the personification of a crown. Let's see.
You just see me merge all my layers like
I
courageous.
I don't know what that is because
nothing
I'm
but
not an
courage.
artist, but one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. Figure that one out.
I heard purple.
Purple. Okay, go with purple.
I heard purple.
Okay, you picked up purple. Go for that.
Selective hearing, you know?
Yep, exactly. Okay, there you go.
Purple. They're already flying because they're in white space.
Now it really does look like the Joker. Look at this. Oh, there we go.
Purple.
That or Grimace.
Grimace pony.
Grimace pony. All right.
It's making me grimace.
No. Next.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
Draconequus. Good luck with that. What do you got to do? You got to replace some legs, add a tail.
That's a lot of parts.
That is. Give him one limb that is different than the others.
I know what to do.
Are you going to draw another flamingo leg?
We have to increase the canvas size.
We have to prepare for surgery. Here we go.
Because, like, I could, if I spent a couple hours on this panel,
yes,
I could probably draw you a Draconicus.
Man.
A Draconicus.
We should make a 3-hour-long version of this panel.
Instead,
it's 1 hour.
I'm a realist, and we're just going to make them a noodle.
Okay.
Because that's what a Draconicus means to me.
Okay. That was Lauren Faust's original spelling of it, you know.
Yeah, Draconicus.
Draconicus. There you go. Big long body.
It's a noodle.
It's Draquan. And
we'll
good.
take complaints after the panel.
We will. We'll take grammatical suggestions after.
Purple. Uh-oh.
Oh. Now it just looks like a hot dog.
No, it's the Draconicus.
It's like Long Glimmer. There you go. And that is horrifying.
Give it the little Draconicus wings.
Little
and
wingies.
The horn.
And
I think, what kind of horn does he have?
One of them's like a deer antler or something. Some kind of antler. I've seen the show. You watched it. I don't know. There you go.
It's a lightning bolt.
It's a lightning bolt.
Ta-da.
There you go. We did it. That's a Draconicus. That's a Draconicus. Sea monster. I like everybody just giving Nevi suggestions to just disassemble the pony that he just made and add more like body parts to it. There you go. Yep, that's it. And don't drown Perry the platypus.
Of course
Don't
not.
drown him.
I
There you
wouldn't-
go.
I wouldn't think of it.
You're gonna. There you go. Oh, that's true. He is a semi-aquatic, egg-laying mammal of action. Thank you.
Shooby-dooby-doo.
Welcome to our Phineas and Ferb panel, everybody. He does look like a boat. It looks like one of those floaties that you put in a pool. Yeah.
It's all about the attention to detail, all right?
Yes, it's true. Thank you for telling that to
Terry
us.
can't fly without wings.
It's true. Okay, next. What do we got? I'm going to pull from the middle of the stack.
This will be the last one for this
The
pony.
last one for this? Okay. Cutest creature ever.
Done.
Yay!
No notes.
I love panels. I love when art does itself. Let's see. I want to give it a name. Let's give it a name. Trait. Name. Karen. That's their name. Don't wear it out.
This poor creature. I agree.
This poor creature named Karen.
We say that a lot in this panel.
We do talk about Karens a lot on this panel.
Okay.
Okay.
I have to draw another pony.
Another pony. Name. Oh, there's a bunch of things here. All right. Hey, you know what I just remembered?
What'd you just remember?
You didn't play the music.
It's playing.
Oh, it is? Okay.
I think we just don't have
Never
audio
mind
output.
oh, it's okay.
There is
AV's
background
work-
music. You just
AV's
have to imagine it.
You have to imagine the music, exactly. Let's see. I'm going to pull from the middle of the deck. What do we got? You ready?
Yes.
Hideous Hawaiian shirt. I mean, done already right there, but give him one. Make him, he's going to Whinny City.
Which requires a hideous Hawaiian shirt.
Yes. I mean, maybe not the hideous, but a Hawaiian shirt at least. What's the pattern? What's the pattern going to be?
What does a
maybe?
Hawaiian shirt look like?
Here, use me as a model. Here. I'm going to keep the shirt on, thank you very much, but, you know. You do there. Yeah, that's true. You do have a Hawaiian shirt with a tiger on it.
I'll be wearing that later.
Okay. Oh, that's for later.
I didn't mean for that to sound like that.
It's too late. We already took it. It's already part of the bit. You gave it to me. You'll live to regret it. Put a tiger on it.
You think I can draw a tiger? I can barely draw a pony.
Welcome to our art panel, everybody.
It's not really an art panel. It's more like a broken game show.
Put palm trees on him. That's easy to draw.
Tree.
That'd be good. Yeah. That works. Flower.
It's beautiful.
You got it.
Color, it has to be hideous, so we're going with green.
Green. You made the whole thing green.
It's all green.
It's always green.
You know what's better than green?
What?
Green with different shades of green, and all the shades of green are bad.
You're gonna put all hot takes on this art panel here. There you go. He's celebrating St. Patrick's Day. See? It's true.
And lines.
Four-leaf clover. There you go.
It's a beautiful Hawaiian shirt.
It's true. Or a green safety vest celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Anyway, next. Walleyes, different colors.
Walleyes of different colors. I forgot to draw the eyes in the first place, so that
I
works
have
out.
no eyes, and I must scream.
You don't scream with your eyes, Thoth.
I do. I scream with my eyes. You don't know me. There you go. Eye hole. Nice.
Beautiful.
Good. Oh, I'm being given more pieces of paper. Trait.
Thank you to Dewey for running all
Yes,
the way around this
thank
room,
you.
by the way.
Thank you, Dewey. This is. I was gonna say this is your exercise. Name.
All right, ready for the next one.
Just polka dot eyes. Let's see. Standing on one leg. Have fun with that. Let's see. Oh. Just erase the legs. Yep, this is a one-legged pony now. What have you done to this horse, Nevi? Well, what am I blaming Nevi for? I should blame all of you. You
What
gave
did
this
you all
horse
do
one
to this
leg.
horse?
What did you do to this horse, everyone? Okay, he has really good balance. It's okay. Wall eyes, but stand on one leg.
Oh, no.
You're realizing the monstrosity you created.
Yeah,
Nevi.
it's
okay.
it's
Next.
kind of rough.
Corn teeth.
What does that mean?
Corn teeth.
That doesn't help
like,
me.
Wait, I like the audience members. Like, it says it like it's a normal thing. You know, one of those people you see
That
on
just
the
have
streets
corn for teeth.
with corn for teeth. Exactly. Oh, do they all have corn for teeth in Iowa? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know, but I may need to go to Iowa to just confirm it. This poor horse. Oh no. This poor horse.
Sorry, I got distracted by
You're
Dewey
good.
Naruto running.
Yep, Dewey's Naruto running. We could see it. We could see all of it.
We can see just
Let's
fine.
see. Yep, it's true. Not like this pony. Next. Cribbage board. He's going to look it up. Yep. Oh, that's the name. Never mind.
Oh.
This was put in the trait pile. I'm shuffling.
Dewey.
Dewey.
I take back the thanks.
Yep, we take back. Go Naruto run somewhere else now.
Don't actually.
Go
Not
back
for
to
another
high school.
10 minutes.
Fire eyes. They're looking in different directions, and they have fire coming out of their eyes.
Yo, that's sick.
That is pretty cool. Let's see.
Oh.
There you go.
Don't I have a brush for this?
I don't know. I guess you do.
I probably
There you go. Click.
Flame.
Flame. Turn on the flame setting in this. There you go. Oh, don't let them see your PC settings.
Don't look at my start menu.
Oh, so scandalous. They're gonna know how many terabytes of data you have left on your laptop. There we go. They're just full of these OCs. Oh no. Just, this pony is in eternal pain. What is happening here? That kind of looks kind of sick, though. This looks like the greatest X-Men that never existed. Look at this. It can't contain it. Jeez. All right. Wow, you put multiple shading colors in there, too?
Fire.
Fire. There you go.
Fire eyes. We did it.
We did fire eyes. What do we got here? Trait. Princess Pip crown.
I have a lot of experience drawing that.
Yes, you do.
That's the first easy thing.
I've noticed. Let's see. All right. That's the first easy thing that you've done in this panel?
Yes.
Other than erase legs?
That was hard to do.
That was really hard to do. That took tons of prep for surgery. Here you go. Now, and good. I think AJ Bridell would appreciate this. You know, if we just hand it, we go to her autograph line tomorrow. We just
I
hand
drew
her
Pip
this.
for you.
I drew Pip.
Oh no.
Oh, you did
You're
it.
right.
It's Pip. Pop-Tart body. Turn it into a Pop-Tart, Nevi.
I think I can do that.
I think you could. I believe in you.
It's already kind of rectangular.
It is. It's true. You got this. What flavor of Pop-Tart will it be?
Brown cinnamon sugar, duh.
Oh, yeah. That's a solid flavor. I had one.
There are other flavors.
I was going to say, I think Kellogg's or whatever breakfast company handles Pop-Tarts would beg to disagree, but, you know. Do you guys ever have the A&W or Fanta flavored Pop-Tarts? Yeah, I was going to say I heard an ugh, and that's the proper response. They were things. They existed. Let me look at the next. Oh, you're still turning him into a Pop-Tart?
Yes.
This is Pop-Tart TF. This is unprecedented. Here you go. Oh, it's like the berry.
Yeah, we're doing the berry one because I think it's the prettiest.
That's fair. That looks pretty good. I'm horrified by this, Nevi. I need you to know. It looks like that '90s thing. That thing that
We
they
have
put
that
on the
Taco
cups.
Bell aesthetic.
It has the Taco Bell aesthetic, exactly. Flamingo hat. I like how you immediately looked at my hat.
That's a parrot,
That's
not
a
a
parrot,
flamingo.
not a flamingo, Nevi. But I mean, close enough.
It's not close enough.
I mean, they're both birds.
I need more room.
You know what they say? Birds of a feather are hats on Thoth's head. Thank you, thank you, Dewey. You finished that haiku for me. Yes, it was. Fine. Add more syllables, Dewey. I'll give that task to you while we're drawing our flamingo hat. There you go. There's a flamingo on his head. There you go. Are you adding those syllables, Dewey? Dewey's dead. He died. He died coming
He's
up
not
with the
doing the
haiku.
homework.
He's not doing the homework. Flamingo.
It's a pink flamingo without the pink. I'll add
John
the
Ward.
pink.
Okay. Let's see next.
We're running a bit low on time, so I'm
So-
going to suggest we start bumping through these.
Okay.
Hyper
speed
rounds.
Speed run. You want the next one?
Yeah.
Kieran. They already have fire coming out of them. What else do you want to add? Add the horns. Add the horns.
I'll be honest. The Kieran horns are one of the things I hate to draw the most.
Okay.
I have never had a good time drawing Kieran horns. So it's,
there you go. Put a TV antenna on his head. Exactly. There you go. They get HBO on that. You know.
They like do a whole bunch of turns and stuff.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
It's like.
There you go. That's a horn.
Normal Kieran horn.
You made like an abstract art piece coming out of their head. Life vest.
Life vest.
There you go.
Done.
Safety. Oh. Yeah, exactly. All right. What do we got?
We'll make sure they know it's a life vest by adding some reflective coloring.
Tentacles.
Well, it did seem a little unbalanced.
Yeah,
so
put
I
it
mean,
coming out of the Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart tentacles. There you go. Kellogg's will love this. We've got a mascot for you guys. Yes.
That was no haiku. You were trying way too hard. Please do something else.
I've never had someone tell me shut up more eloquently in my life, you know. Squidward tentacles is coming out of this Pop-Tart. I like it. Squidward tentacles. Look. All those tentacles coming out. Okay. Blank. Next. Let's see. Squirrel tail. Nevi's got to think about that one.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
What does a squirrel look like again?
What does a squirrel... You live in Texas. They're extinct in Texas. The only one moved to Bikini Bottom, Dewey. Yes, they are.
It's true. The only
Show
one.
me a squirrel in Texas. No. Oh, yeah, go to HarmonyCon. It's true.
That's a good idea.
That is a great idea, actually.
Y'all should go to HarmonyCon.
Yes, go to HarmonyCon. I think I actually saw squirrels outside at HarmonyCon.
They were there for the convention. Yep. Let's see.
We probably have time for one last one.
One more treat?
Yeah.
All the shades of green. Again. Invent new shades of green for us, Nevi.
Done.
Come on, let's go.
Hold on.
Make Grorn.
Art.
And Gred. And
Art.
Grello. And Grorange. There you go.
Art.
Art. I like how to fill the quota for an art panel, he has to say art. Okay, so this pony that has a... Yes.
Name time.
Name time. Dallas Overdrive.
Okay, Dallas Overdrive, you got it.
Anyway, come to HarmonyCon, everybody. This pony will meet you there. He will shake your hand.
That's not a way to entice people. to come to
Dallas
Harmony
Overdrive.
Con.
He'll have fire coming out of his eyes and corn falling out of his mouth. That's Texas right there.
This is the most Texas thing I've ever seen.
This is the most Texas horse ever
Thank you so much for
created.
coming to OC
Thank you for
Shuffle Up.
coming to OC Shuffle Up. Thank you for all the great suggestions. Yes, Nevi, thank you for all the great art that you provide on this panel.
Great art,
Great. That's the word
We'll go
I'd
with
use.
that.
Yeah, we'll go with that. But you do fantastic. This was your first time on main stage doing this, so another round of applause for the big stage. Great job.
Thank you.
Yep. Next time we'll get the music going. We'll have good music to go along with the great horses. Other than that, any final words to give, Nevi?
Come to Equestria's Next Top Artist, which
Yeah.
is later today, and also Drink Ponies.
Yeah. God, you're promoting all of the Riff Ponies panels for me. Thank you so much. And are you going to post these on Twitter?
Yes, these are
afterwards?
all going to be posted on Twitter at Nevalin. Look in the con book from spell my name.
Yep, exactly. Make sure you send it to Charlie and everybody to know what you let us do on this main stage today. Anyway, have a great rest of Winnie City Day 1 today, you guys. Love you all.
Love you all.
Love
Thank you so
all.
much for
And
coming.
Dallas Overdrive loves you too.
Dallas Overdrive.
Dallas Overkill. Scarlet, that's the main villain of Minions.